Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Chronicles of Azoria. We're on episode 26. Oh my god. As usual, just first few quick shout outs. Make sure you go follow at Azorian Post on Twitter for all the updates. Find out when episodes are, when we're going live, funny highlights, more to come, and some recap stuff. If you're not able to watch live all the time, all of our episodes are available on VOD the day after airing and are both on Twitch and YouTube. And I looked, and I think we're closing in on like some insane amount of hours now. Like it's something like near like 100 hours of content, guys. So insane. Special thanks to Aniti Martikainen and Michael Gelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff. Links are in the chat, and they are because I put them in there. I'm still working on the chatbot stuff, so yeah. So we can focus on the game and role play. We might not be in chat as frequently as other streams, but please go follow the cast. All their links are in the chat, and they'll be happy to talk general D&D geekness in their own spaces when they want to. So that's all of our announcements out the way. I nearly got through the entire announcement piece without fumbling my words, but you know, seems to be a thing every single time. So we'll jump into the recap of episode 25 because it's been a little while. After spending the first night in the Mistlands, the group saw a gruesome visage of a creature that inhabited the area. You're in the dome, the pink dome. And reluctantly in the morning, or what they assumed to be the morning after some rest, pushed onwards. Anira is in search of a group of people that never returned a few weeks before, and Akis is leading the way, following the pull of his patron, who keeps interfering and getting involved and creeping everyone out. Distant bells and chimes could be heard in the fog and the mist. And after a few days of traveling and avoiding and the nastiness, essentially, the group stumbled upon a old trodden road and a sign with illegible writing pointing in a few different directions. Close by, the air smelled of iron, and the chimes grew slightly louder. Tree branches were grasping like hands towards the party. Creeped out by the local environment, the group pushed further down the road until they find themselves being wrapped up by red vines as a tree pulled them close and opened a toothy maw. Bromir being swallowed a few times, I believe. Also on the tree had these like bells from its branches, like some sort of an alarm system. A battle quickly ensued as the booming footsteps of something larger slowly approached. After some good use of magic, the footsteps were lured away, and the party quickly figured out that this tree was the demise of the other group. Picking up weapons and tools and the armor that they left behind, they pushed further onwards, knowing to keep a far distance away from the sound of chimes. Another day of travel or so later, the group could hear water on the distant horizon, and as they pushed through the mist, they came to a large opening of shadowed buildings, all long but crumbled. And that is where we pick up today. Let me load the battle map for you all. So
what you're saying is we found civilization.
You could call it that, maybe. What was, yeah, that is correct. What was a civilization, maybe. It's a little bit more accurate.
Yes, it's in here.
So yeah, let me load this up for everyone and get all the music. So don't move anything yet, but you guys are all over here. I think Crass might be loading in too. So we'll give her a few minutes. Anubis, welcome. Hi. Welcome everyone in chat. Thanks to Crass as well for the crazy amount of resub. Appreciate you. Music. All sorts. So. As you approach this city of ruins, it's kind of somber, and you find a little bit of peace knowing that something lived here once, knowing all the death and decay and the same tarnished scenery of mist and dead trees. And you welcome the sight of something new. Water, you might be able to refresh. You might be able to take a bath and wash some of this gunk off you. You might, be able to finally rest somewhere that you might seem safe. And so you start looking around and you see just elements of long destroyed buildings. So with that being said, I think Crass has dropped, so immediately as you're approaching this city environment, what is everyone wanting to do?
I'm just going to tell everyone that obviously it knows we're coming, so it's probably put some things on our way to slow us down, so keep your head on a swivel.
Crass has actually accidentally hit the restart button on a PC.
Oh no.
We nearly got through a start of an episode without any technical difficulty.
Welcome to D&D. There's always tech issues.
Yeah.
It's like a rite of passage before we can actually get started.
So the approach to the bit in the map where you are now takes a little bit of time. You start seeing the odd occasional ruined farmhouse or what you assume was that. And just like boxes, bones of sorts littered, but not distinguishable to any type of body. Just the odd rib cage and arm bone just as you're walking through. Is there anything anyone wants to do? Are you going sneakily?
Jeez, is this where we're supposed to be? This doesn't look like a pleasant place. This is like your patron's home?
I wouldn't know about home, but I mean, it seems about right.
Prison?
Well, I've been
why are we
getting
here?
pulled in this way. Go to
I
find
just find
answers, I guess.
I just find this interesting.
Boats.
This appears to be the most together I've seen so far since we've been in here. Everything's been pretty barren, and this seems to have some. I wouldn't go so far as to say life, but yeah, it's interesting.
Maybe we can find some answers here.
Yeah, or at least a place to stay for the night.
The fog's a little bit less so here. Previously, it's like 10 foot in front of you, so it's like 2 bodies worth, and it's very close and claustrophobic, where here, the buildings seem to take a little bit of brunt of that, so it's a little bit more open, like 15 to 20 feet, like double what it usually is. So it definitely gives you that air of breathing room a little bit, but it's still heavily misted and fogged up.
I also think you need to read my press.
Oh, yeah.
Open the gates.
She's been invited. I wish I could set it so you guys could just auto-join, but I don't even know I don't know if that works. You can actually request to join, but I don't know how that works either. But anyway. I got you, Crass. I'm sorry. Just get ready.
There we go.
Hey,
Welcome back.
Thanks, y'all. Sorry.
That's all good.
yeah, I'm gonna move forward to these boxes up ahead.
Good old boxes.
And
Is there
I'm just
anything...
gonna-
First of all, is there anything you want to do on the approach to this kind of map? So this is like the entrance to the city almost, but there's elements of rubble and boxes and things on your approach in. So first of all, is there anything you want to do on your approach, or are you just keeping your wits about you?
I'm gonna go climb this, see how sturdy this ladder is, and climb up for a better view.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily, or so we'll say you guys have pushed through past the like elements of ruins to the start of this city now. So if you're doing it stealthily, I want stealth checks from everyone. And Brommy, you said you're going to check out the crates, right?
Yeah, but sorry. So to get to the city part, are we crossing? You mentioned there was like running water and stuff. Are we crossing that water before we enter?
The running water is ahead of you, so
Yeah.
it's ahead of you. You can hear it from a because it's so eerily quiet. The sound of the water carries for like a mile on your approach. So even before you started seeing the silhouettes of the buildings, you could hear the water. And Akis has leaded you in this direction. Also, if you are splitting up, I will just automatically assume like the rope you've been navigating with is come loose because you're all tied together. Remember as well. So.
All right.
But yeah, one at a time. If you want to, let me know if you're doing it stealthily. Let me know if you're not. Akis rolled a 12 on stealth. Let me know where you want to go explore. And I'll be
We're just
correct.
moving up to these other boxes. I think Magna said something about some as well.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was hoping to head.
Yeah. So if you want to search through the boxes, or you can roll me an investigation, or if you're trying to ascertain how old they are, you can roll a nature check. What are you wanting to do? What is your goal?
For me, I'm just gonna poke it with my axe, see if it crumbles away or if it has some structure left to it.
Yeah, as you poke it, it's literally like poking some long, soft, rotten wood, and just there's no resistance. It just your axe just goes straight through like butter. There's just long but dust and dirt and grottiness left in there for whatever it did house. You have no idea. But before you crumpled it with your axe, the box looked very intricately detailed. Like the clasps on it were very well designed. And you're starting to pick up now as you're like going through just elements at the side, like everything is like well made, or it used to be. It's just given way to time. You can still do an investigation roll if you want to search through, or a perception check if you're just looking for things. Investigation if you're more a little bit hands-on. Rune, I'll say you're heading up there. In the meantime, Crass,
I
what's
rolled a whopping 10 for my stealth.
Okay. As this is kind of rough and rocky, I'll let you, and you'll plate it up. Can you roll me an athletics check too, please? What's Velia doing, Chris?
That one.
Probably following. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. I'm sticking with the guard lady, the religious lady.
That's a good point. Let me get an
Yeah.
object out for her.
Yeah, where is it here?
I'll resize them. Anira, she's big. Anira is kind of just taking it all in, and following the majority of the troop for now.
Got it. I got a 14 on myself, by the way.
Okay, perfect. Let me roll for Cryo since you guys are being stealthy. Yeah, as you guys sneak off to these boxes and start going through them, you just hear as you just Rune just steps on a little bit of a sloping plank wood that he felt was going to be sturdy enough to carry his weight. It just falls through like the box, and he just falls about 5 foot down. Armor just clattering. You hear like, actually, everyone roll me a perception check off based off that. Rune, you take.
Of course, I take damage.
17.
You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you just the heft of you just face plants to the floor.
This goddamn board.
I got a perception of 18.
18, okay.
17.
17,
12 again.
16.
16. Bromir and Velia, you both hear in the distance. But he's very far off, like. And I'd say Velia, you pick up on the subtle sound. Well,
I'm
very
gonna send my
distant.
Raven to investigate.
Okay, let me. Do I have a Raven token? I don't think I do. So we will use this funky little kobold guy. Can be a Raven. If you want to tell me where you send him, do
In the distance, in the direction of that sound.
you want to move him?
Which direction was it sounded?
You just heard it come from within the city. was so far
Yeah,
away,
yeah.
didn't really get a description. But yeah.
Into there. I stopped the treadmill so I can move this. All right. So let's see. I'll move him. How far can I move him at a time?
I don't know. What's his flight speed? 30 feet?
That's a good question. Extras. Flight speed is 50 feet.
50. So yeah, you get pretty fast. I mean, you're not in action or combat right now, so I'm letting you guys free move for the most part. So we'll save right
It is
now.
very
He
hard to
gets
see everything. Give me 1 second.
gets
I gotta
over here.
adjust my.
So I'll just put him on the bridge for now, until we'll come
Okay,
back
perfect.
to Rune. But if you want to roll me a perception check for him, and this will just last
Yeah.
for a few rounds. I assume you get up and dust yourself off, Rune.
Yeah.
You turning back? Or you carrying your way to the,
Yeah,
to the stairs?
I'm turning back. If this little board in front of me doesn't hold my weight, that ladder sure as hell isn't. So I'm gonna make my way back to the party.
Okay.
He got a 9. That follows.
Just
Make it
flies into the fog. And are you trying to
Great.
see through his eyes or just rely on what you see?
Just letting him report. So
Yeah, not seeing much of anything yet, but you do know that there's something out there. You think?
Let me see if I can make my brightness brighter on this monitor or something. It's very dark for me right now, and I don't know why.
This map is a
I can barely
little
see.
noticeably dark. Seems to be okay for
Yeah.
me, but again, it depends on personal monitor settings.
No, I'm just gonna configure it in the game. Actually, we got this. We're good.
We good. We good.
We good. We good. Damn.
What's everyone else wanting to do? You are
Come on.
pretty noticeably close to where the running water is coming from, but you still don't see it because you only can see 20 feet or so in front of you.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to approach the wall here where I assume there was a large gate.
Yeah, you
And-
can see
and
this
just see if there's
silhouette.
any- Yeah, I just want to see if there's any sort of signage is the wrong word, but like plaques, I guess, that would
Sure.
have been posted on the entrance.
Roll me a perception check. Move your character over there. Are you using your
I'm up on those
dwarven
rocks.
stone cunning ability? Or
Yeah. Well, I guess this is just I'm just looking for anything attached to the
Okay.
stone at this point, so not necessarily stone. 16.
16. What languages do you read?
Dwarven and something else. Common.
Yeah.
Call me over, Rune. Call me over. I have comprehend languages.
Well, I just want to see if I see anything first. I don't even.
We haven't taken a rest, have we?
Uh,
Oh.
you've been taking rest throughout your journey, but this is a fresh
But
day,
since the last
so
battle, we have not taken. Is it a fresh day?
yeah,
Did
it's
we-
took you another day to get here from the last battle for Flesh Street.
Oh,
So you
thanks,
can all
sweet Jesus.
take
Okay,
a long rest
rest.
if you didn't last session.
Thank you, DM.
It's all good.
Praise be to the DM.
The end is kind.
Yeah, I don't think. Where are my languages listed?
Bottom left, underneath your passive wisdom,
yeah.
passive
Yeah,
intelligence.
common and dwarvish. Yeah.
Common and Dwarvish. You do see old parchment, and you touch the corner of it, it just crumbles away. There is writing.
Why would I
but-
touch it?
Well, just the
It's
corner.
not realistic. I'm a dad. You know how many times I say, "Look, don't touch."
Is Bromir dad?
Follow what you preach.
You do see signage though, like old, but there's no kind of wind here, so everything's kind of preserved in a strange sense. But the text on it is long but faded, but it's in a language you have no idea. There is like carvings built into the wall as you look up now as you approach as well, but again, it's illegible to you.
All right.
Um,
Delia, do you want to take a look at this? I don't know if you can make.
As you get close to the bridge, you do see the smell of rotting eggs and meat immediately fills your nostrils as well. And it's kind of like on the edge of it. It's like starting to turn your stomach.
Velia would like to roll an insight or an investigation or intelligence roll of some sort. History, I don't care. But if she has a feeling she knows what the sulfur is, she's probably read about it.
You can do knowledge arcana or knowledge history
Great.
on the smell.
We got a 17.
Did you push up to where Bromir was?
No, but I should have.
Okay, yeah, it's when you get to around him. Sorry, what did you get?
17.
On history or arcana?
Arcana.
You do know probably the area that Akis has confided in you, I believe, that his patron's some sort of demonic entity. It's probably related to demons of some sort. The smell,
I
inherently.
whispered to Bromir, demons. Demons are afoot.
Just a foot.
Where?
Demons have a foot.
And I tap my nose, and I'm like, can't you smell them? That rotten egg smell?
Well,
Wait up. Put
glad to
Bromir.
know it's not me. I grip my axe a little bit tighter.
Great.
The
That makes me
ball
feel
of
very...
my patron that we've been following, DM.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel particularly strong in this area?
It's been, yeah, you've been following the pull for 5 or 6 days now, and it's definitely noticeable as strong here from when you started in the mist. You've definitely been going in the direction of your patron. It's an awkward feeling because you don't know how strong the pull will get. It almost feels like if you stopped moving, your body would kind of move on its own already, so it's quite strong, but you don't know if it's going to get to a point where when you're face to face with this demon, your body will just automatically move or fly or pull into it. But so you don't really have a gauge on how strong the pull is or how distant your patron is, but you've definitely been going the correct way, or the correct way you feel.
How do you guys feel about just walking across the bridge?
I want my raven to finish going across the bridge before I do.
Your
That's a good
raven's well made it over at this point, since you guys have been looking at the stonework and stuff like that, and it's still scouting around. It hasn't found anything yet.
Great. Then I'm comfortable walking.
Although your passive perception, you do hear scratching coming from the bridge, and you see some of the critters that you've already faced off against.
Oh god. those boys.
Scurrying. And you see him scurry around, jump on some of the crates, start scrapping with each other a little bit. One of them sniffs around. Need everyone to roll another stealth check for me, please.
18.
15.
14.
14.
Okay. They jump on the boxes. One of them sniffs around. One of the other one hits the one that's sniffing around off the back of the head. They scurry to the other side. You all tense up and you're all just waiting. And then the distant sounds fade as they run off into an undescript area.
Okay, so we know we're not alone here. Where are we going? Keys, where are you getting a pull from?
It feels like it's
Deeper within the city.
this way. Yeah, it just feels the way that whatever that was, it just scurried off. And
Okay. Are there other ways into the city other than the bridge?
I've never been here before. I have no idea.
Is there does anyone have any, I don't know if this would fall under a particular skill type, but would cities normally be built facing a certain direction, or is there some sort of a marker in a sense that you could know what was the main city we just came from, what direction this might be facing? maybe we could use the water source and reference our map to see if there was like a river running through.
You can roll me a knowledge survival. But it's gonna be a very high DC because the mist is very disorientating.
I don't know anything. Dumb as a brick.
Yeah, you've not worked on the architecture of cities too much, and like the natural defenses and how they were built, especially here, because you're still kind of admiring the stonework, being a dwarf. And I say probably rune so if you move up. The stonework's like nothing you've ever seen before. It's immaculate, even for how old it is and how decayed everything is around here. Like, the stonemasons that carved this, or whoever did, is with exact precision. And, like, you see that there's just these elements of just, like, detail that is just insane. Obviously, there's bricks that have fallen out. Whatever attacked or destroyed this city is taking its toll, but the ones that are still holding the wall up and things like that are just insane. You move up.
I'm gonna try crossing the bridge.
Okay.
I'm gonna just
Okay, just move in like 30-foot increments, like you're in combat. So yeah, kind of how much Velia's moves. Are you still doing it stealthily?
Yes.
Okay.
Would have been trying to, yeah.
That's fine. I'll take your stealth check from earlier for now. And as you get over this bridge, you immediately hear the water under you. You don't see it. But there's this kind of smog coming off it, mixed with the mist. I need everyone to roll me a constitution saving throw, please. As this, like, eggy, rotten flesh smell is just turning your insides, breathing it in.
Is it considered poison?
It is considered some sort of poison, yes.
Yes.
16.
16, you're okay.
17.
You're okay.
12.
12 is just a success. From here?
So, I'm just trying to read here.
Your advantage maybe as a dwarf, maybe?
Yeah, you have advantage on saves, so I do get to roll again.
Yeah, on poisons, yeah.
That's much better than the nat one I rolled the first time. 17 total.
You succeed. However, you immediately look over to see Karaya just curl her guts up over the edge. And she is counted as poison, unfortunately. I'm sorry, Karaya. Sorry, Blood Buffy. Anira starts moving up to the front. Although she's not very stealthy. Can I get perception checks from everyone? Whether he's keeping a lookout.
9.
I like
Nah.
to just come to the edge here and look over.
Okay.
I don't see anything.
15 for me.
15.
7 perception.
15, yeah.
Rune.
Look. 7. Yeah.
Okay. You don't notice any of those creatures in your immediate vicinity. However, Bromir, you did jump up on the side. You now see the water underneath you is just this black, green, toxic sludge that is just slowly shifting underneath you. You get the sense that there's a top layer of just grime and filth until it actually hits some sort of liquidy water area. But you do see a ladder and some kind of like wooden buildings that are falling in on top of each other and could make a makeshift way across if you choose to do so.
Don't trust the ladders.
Does the ladder appear to be made of wood as well?
It's made of a type of wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
Do you
made of
share
sludge.
the group?
Well,
You
you
share
guys have noticed Bromir has stopped behind and is looking over the edge. So it's up to you if you're carrying on or waiting for them.
What up, Romir?
Hey,
What up, Brett?
Would it?
Thanks for not leaving me here.
Yeah. What's this? What you got here?
Well, this looks disgusting. I don't
It
think that I
does.
would recommend bathing
I
in
don't
it
feel
or
like the idea of anything
drinking it.
being able to get up to us right now. Do you?
From the water?
Yeah, from whatever makeshift bridge this is down here. Not a big fan. Are you?
Interesting. You know, I didn't think of it as a makeshift bridge. I thought perhaps it was just debris caught from the water, but now that you mention it,
This is why I think and you fight.
yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Is
Teamwork.
It's about
Good.
that time, Velia, that you lose the sense of your bird.
Okay. Yep. I'm gonna burn this this ladder. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, what are you casting?
No. I'm asking. For,
Oh, sorry, you're asking Bromir, sorry.
okay.
I
Are
mean,
you burning this bridge?
I'm gonna say, yeah, shouldn't be a problem. I don't think.
Great. Excellent. Love that. Thank you. I'm gonna cast a firebolt on it. Yeah.
Yeah, roll me some roll to hit.
Oh God.
This is a pretty low DC.
And before we needed to
25.
escape,
25 definitely hits.
We're all
Roll some
trapped.
damage.
We got 6. I did it as a cantrip.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You immediately hit it, and the top of it starts, and the burning embers start to trickle downwards as the ladder slowly burns.
Great. That's not a problem. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that, Bromir?
yeah, I think it's
Great.
Good. I think it's
Let's continue.
it's
My bird is.
And if we could have used that to maybe not
Escape?
not necessarily escape, but not take the front door.
Or something could have come in our back door, and I'm not a fan of that. So, you know,
She seems smart.
other-
She's not that wise.
yeah, I'm just smart. I'm not street smart. You know.
All right.
All that dirt piece.
But-
Again, Velia, because you're crazy passive perception, you hear in the direction of
Touch my raven.
where your
And see if
crow
I can-
went.
I want to reach out to my raven and see if I can get a hold of it at all.
No,
Can I?
you lost the telepathic link with your raven.
I really don't like that. I just want to say,
I think we should probably find something with like cover over our heads. It looks like
I'm
there's
agreeing.
something flying around.
Yeah. These boxes, are they big enough to hide us?
You don't know. The big boxes.
I would-
Yeah.
Fall into a box. Yeah.
Are you going to try and do stealth checks and hide behind it? Are you trying to climb into one of the boxes, did you say?
Climb into one of the boxes.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check to see how gracefully you climb into this box. You trying to do it rushed or stealthily?
19.
Okay, yeah.
Stealthily.
You crack a little bit of it going in, but it's sturdy enough. It's not as decayed as some of the other boxes, and you crouch in it. You in this one?
Yep.
Okay.
You know, the one that'll fit me.
Everyone just sees Velia just jump into a box.
Just full on Solid Snake.
What's everyone else doing?
Oh, it's a box.
that the towers that we just passed. I mean, did they have any entrances? Did you guys notice as we walked past?
You didn't notice here, but you do see walkways and open like arrow slockets. So you assume at some point there would have been a way to get into them.
And sorry, has this all been communicated? Do I know why?
I don't know. What did you say when you
yeah.
jumped into the box?
I'm gonna use message inside the box and point at everybody and tell them to hide. Because there's something
Okay.
flying overhead.
So after about 15 seconds of Velia jumping in the box and her casting message over and over, you all get the telepathic message that something's coming. At least it was 15 seconds ago.
I'm gonna go
Are we
try and
untying
run
a
over
rope?
this way.
Yeah, the
I mean,
rope's been
the blood's
untied
already
because you're
gone.
all kind of separated a little bit.
I see. Okay.
I'm just hiding in the corner now.
Okay, Rune, what are you doing?
I'm going to come up onto the ledge.
Okay, roll me in for athletics check because that's a pretty big ledge for you.
Okay.
I'll need a
I'm
stealth.
just while we're traveling through here, I'm just keeping guidance up as much as possible.
Okay, just say it whenever you before you roll.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. What was it?
Athletics, yeah.
11.
11? Okay, not bad. Yeah, you climb up. Bromir, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
Where's Romir?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Where am I? Yeah. Okay.
Where am I? I'm lost
Yeah.
in the fog.
Over here. I'll see if I can get inside this box.
Okay. You've messed with the wood a little bit here, so you know to be gentle, and you can literally just go and hide in it. Although it's not very sturdy, it shields your thing.
How fragile? Can I see how fragile this stonework is in front of me?
Yeah, what are you doing? How you're investigating it?
I'm just putting my hand up against it, push it a little, and just see if it gives.
Roll me a strength check. Are you putting much force behind it, or
Depends how sturdy it is.
there's resistance? If you're putting
Okay.
your full force into it, then
Does it seem spongy?
it doesn't seem spongy now. Feels like stone.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to determine if I like lay into it, like if I kick it, if I'm gonna go like straight into the building or not.
You don't know unless you give it a kick.
I give it a blind kick.
Okay.
I
Roll me a
give
strength
I
check.
give it a charged shoulder check.
Roll me a strength check.
All right, with guidance. Let's see. Raw strength 9.
9?
9.
It doesn't shift too much. Feels pretty sturdy.
Okay.
It's about that time that I need everyone to roll a stealth check for me, and you all hear those sounds of wings that Velia was hearing. Get a little bit closer.
Guidance me.
13 for me.
Well, that was a really good roll, except I have to re-roll it.
24 for me.
Uh, 19 for me, actually.
That's really good with disadvantage, surely.
This wall is very trustworthy.
Not that dude. I don't think I have the right model here. Maybe I do.
No. It's the bone dragon again.
I'm big enough. Yeah.
Waiting for it to load. Come on, 50%. Load.
Here.
Just you try and wait, and I'll wait.
I hug the wall. Yeah.
Load, damn you.
That's gross.
There you go. So it's flying over this tower right now, slowly.
I don't actually see it. I got an error.
Oh shit! You have to open the stream
1 sec.
or reload, or I don't know.
Try and reload the model, maybe that might work.
I can try and copy it quick.
I can see it. I see 2.
There's 2 of them. Oh god.
They're multiplying.
You see it?
Oh god, yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Oh god,
yeah.
it looks like. Is that one of those bugs out of classic WoW? It's horrible.
So you kind of see this creature with leathery wings, 4 of them, just multiple mandibles, spiky legs, like drooling this thing. Just looking and searching. I need a stealth check from everyone. Yes.
Again?
Like another one?
Did you just roll one? I
Yeah, we
asked
did,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't get it. So what did you get on that one? This new one. So Keith's got 24.
13.
Nice. 13?
Yeah.
I got a 19. Which is very surprising. My armor wanted to cooperate.
We need to wait for Velia to get back. Let me just roll Karaya.
This wall and I are very good friends. Let's see, did Billy already roll one?
Nira. Okay. So I'll let you know you've got an average of 16 right now across the team because Nira and Karaya roll pretty bad. Nira more so. So we'll see if Velia makes that go up or down a little bit when she gets back. But yeah, you basically are all just seeing this creature now, just hovering and flying over, searching.
Are there like invisible boxes in tabletop sim?
They might
Like,
be
if you have a
what when you're moving stuff around and stuff. Yeah, they might
No,
be some like
I just meant like if you had a large
to put it on.
invisible box that could just be like flying above us. Yeah.
No, not easily. No, unfortunately. The only way I've got stuff to float before like Sophie's spiritual weapon is by placing something on, linking it to a base, and then deleting the stuff in the middle so it leaves it kind of there. So there's probably ways to do it, but
It's gross.
yeah, if you zoom right into it, yeah, awful.
Are you squeamish?
It's not that bad. Looks like it has little rubies for eyes.
Let me roll a search.
Oh, big rubies.
Okay. This really does
If you say so, Keys.
rely upon Velia.
Yeah.
You could maybe just, or somebody could roll. Delia.
Did she say she was going to be long? I can't remember. If she said anything. Let me have a look. Let me get a stat block up. Okay, she has a +1 to stealth. She wants to be the brave soul.
I'll do it. I like a bit of chaos.
Okay.
D20 +1, yeah?
Yeah.
So 11. Chaos.
No.
He sniffs around for a little bit. Oh, she's back just in time.
Sorry, y'all. Had a minor emergency I had to take care of.
No, it's okay.
Oh God,
That's
things I don't like in life.
Akeish just rolled a stealth check for you. So we weren't sure where you are. And
I
this
need to roll
thing...
one, or-
No, he rolled one for you. You got an 11. Just brought the average down a bit. I need everyone to roll again because the average equaled it the same as its perception, and because you guys are not because meets it beats it usually. I'm giving you guys another roll just to see if you can beat it again because you are hiding in crates, which I think is
20.
the fair thing to do. 20, nice, okay.
Not an out 20, just a 20.
But it's flew down now and it knows
Nat
something's
20.
in this area. Natural 20, okay.
Yeah, so 22.
22.
19.
19. Oh,
14.
14. Okay. Bromia, you can roll for Karaya if you want to. She has disadvantage because she's poisoned. Not one. She does have a +10. So that's 11. And that cancels out the natural 20.
Nat
So
20.
you got a natural 20 as well, Velia.
No, I had an irregular 20.
A dirty one, yeah. And then I'll roll for Anira.
Oh no.
Give me that nut one. Was it a nut one?
Yeah.
It was a no one from Anira.
Yes.
But-
Chaos.
But Velia got a dirty 20. So right now your average is 13. So this has to be a perception check of 13. I rolled a 13 naturally.
No.
This creature starts searching around, and then suddenly, Velia, the panel of the crate that you climbed into, just drops down. It just flies into you with this like leech, human-sized leech maw mouth. I need everyone to roll initiative.
God damn.
That was close. Oh crap.
I rolled a 13. Nice.
Uno momento, and I'll take everyone's initiative. Okay. 20 to 25.
Hilarious.
15 to 20. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit back. I don't know.
10 to 15. Let me roll for Crier, actually.
I had 13. I think Velia also got 13.
Crier.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Got a 13. What's your dex?
I have +5.
Was 5. So a key. Did Amelia add 13?
13.
What's your dex, Amelia?
Low. +1. Oh.
Okay. So it goes to Keith. Then it goes to Nera. And then it goes Velia. All on a 13. Bromir. Rune, what did you get? 3. 5. So you go
Yeah, I'm not
Rune.
last.
And then Bromir. Okay, everyone.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the creature goes first.
Beautiful.
It is going to make a bite attack against you, Velia. With a natural 2 for a 10. That does not hit.
Does not hit. I have a 12.
Uh,
You guys know I've never taken mage armor as a spell.
why?
I don't never needed it.
And then it's also going to take 2 slashes against Karaya. Let me get up her AC. First one misses. Wow, I'm rolling really bad. Second one misses. Wow. This thing just flies down. You all like jump out of the way of its toothy leech mouth with these millions rows of teeth. And it just frantically takes 2 slides with its slashing limbs towards Karaya, and she's just ducking out of the way of it. That's that go. It's Karaya's go. Then Akish, you're up. So Akish, if you want to start thinking about what you're going to do, Karaya's going to definitely disengage, back the fuck up a full movement, and then take a shot at it. And she rolls a natural 2 as well. What is my rolls? I'm cursed. Akish, you're up. What are you doing?
Nothing fancy. I'm just going to fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the back of this thing.
Okay.
18 to hit on the first one.
18
and
just
17 on the
hits.
second.
Yeah. So on the second one?
17.
17 misses.
Just the one. 10 points of damage. And I'm going to stay hidden in this corner. For what I think it's in.
Okay, no movement. Yeah, sure.
And I'm just gonna stay here.
It is a Nera's go and Velia's go at the kind of the same time. So Velia, what are you doing? Need to get the stats up for a Nera.
Muted. Chris.
Oh, Crash muted.
Yeah.
I was thinking if this thing can be charmed or not. I'm debating.
Depends what
Is there any-
spell, maybe?
Yeah, that's okay.
Does it say humanoid on the spell? Would Velia know it's humanoid? A lot of charm
I'm gonna
spells are
guess-
humanoid only, so.
But it says creatures. It says creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, it says creatures. I'm gonna cast confusion on it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna cast confusion on it. I think. Wait, no. Hang on.
Alright, are you sure?
No, I'm not sure about anything. Are you kidding me? Actually, I'm gonna do hypnotic pattern because it's also creatures.
Okay.
So I'll cast hypnotic pattern as a 3rd level spell. I'm
I
gonna
would
create a
say-
weaving pink diamond.
Hmm.
Is it a creature?
I'm just double checking here.
Just set up your giant pink tent and see if the thing
I would say it is. Yeah, I would say it is a type of creature.
I thought about tiny hut. I really did.
Takes 10 minutes to put up, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
So what do I need to save?
I'm gonna cast this, but each creature who can see it must make a wisdom saving throw. So I'm gonna yell to everybody to close their eyes before I cast it.
Ooh. Is every creature not targeted?
It's every creature. Every creature who can in the area who can see the pattern must make a wisdom saving.
Okay.
Everyone around the creature as well.
Range is 120 feet and it's a 30 feet cube.
So that should be good.
Actually, point of reference, you need to be in 20 feet of this thing to have clear vision of it, or your attacks are at disadvantage at range. So I don't know if Akishi wanted to move up and then move back slightly.
Yeah, we'll just set up for like argument's sake to keep it simple.
Yeah, that's fine.
30-foot cube around like it.
But people have 20 feet vision, so if you're casting it over it, it's anyone in 20 feet of the creature, which is probably just you and Anira right now.
Yep, so I'm telling Anira to close her eyes.
Okay.
And I close my eyes and I cast the spell.
Anira, I'll give her advantage on the roll since you're telling her to close her eyes. What's the DC?
Let's see, 15, I believe. Wisdom saving throw of 15.
Is there anything it can see?
It's a big shining pattern in pink.
Okay. You feel the spell take effect. What does it do?
The creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Anira also fails.
Okay, the spell ends for an effective creature if it takes any damage or if anyone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Okay.
There is no roll you can do unless we hurt it.
It doesn't get a resistance at the end of the turn. Okay.
Yeah. No. This is
All
the
right.
most broken spell of all time.
We're just gonna mute the music for combat right now. Is this? You look into its eyes now, and there's like 7 or so eyes, and this pattern's just reflecting in all of them, like a fly, just thingy, and it's just swiping instinctively in front of it, but in like a slow motion, like it's confused, but knows something's wrong.
Excellent. I'm going to use my movement on my turn to jump over to Anara and shake her out of her stupor.
Okay, I would say that's an action to do that, to get her out of it. So you can move the... You can try and drag her away. Almost. Yeah. Okay.
Move next turn.
Okay. And this... Is it anyone that can see this now comes into the effect as well? Because it's persistent, right?
It is persistent, but like they have to know not to attack it. So how would I make that clear? You guys have seen my hypnotic pattern before. It's always the same pink diamond.
But if they move into sight of this pink diamond, they will have to probably do a roll.
It does not take effect. It's just whenever I cast it.
Just whenever you cast it. Okay, that's what I want to clarify. So
don't
with
think you've ever
that,
told us not to attack stuff before.
Rune,
We
it is
wouldn't know
you
that.
right now, and you just hear in the mist that you see this creature fly down, and you hear a little bit of a kerfuffle. Then you just hear, "Don't attack it," from Velia. What are you doing?
Attack what?
Yeah, all you see is like a silhouetted figure of like moving wings. The mist is kind of separated away from it a little bit because the wings are kind of like moving the mist, so that you know roughly where it is, but you're about 30 feet away from it at the moment.
Okay. I'm going to jump down from my bridge.
Okay. And he's fell through the floor. Oh, you're in the bog. Right. No, that's it. You're done now. That bog is nasty. Roll me another athletics check because you're in crazy ass plate armor and you jump in 10 foot down.
Would you say athletics?
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, you're fine. Bit rough on the knees, but yeah, it's okay.
And I'm going to dash forward because I only have 25 movement.
Okay. So 25 would get you 5. 20, about get you about here, yeah. Roughly about there, yeah.
That's with the dash.
Yeah. Oh, with the dash. So no, that's just 1. So if with a dash, you could probably get to like here. And then now you can see everything around here, like you're in 20 feet of everything, pretty much. So. And you see the pattern just floating above this creature. and
Oh,
it just
man, this
stays
can't
there.
go wrong. I'm left alone in the mist, all on my own.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna be my turn.
Okay, Bromir.
Hey, where is everyone?
Yeah. So I
Because
suppose
I can't see anyone, right? Is
Yo,
everyone
you
behind?
could. Bromir's in the box. If he
Yeah.
rushes out of it in a second, you will. This
Okay.
box is kind of destroyed because of how it flew down. So you do see these guys here.
Okay.
It like crashed through the boxes and then missed all its attacks. 'Cause, yeah, rolling is fun.
All right.
yeah, I suppose I'll just bust out of the box with the axe. Heard all this commotion, and I don't attack it, but I'll just Now, based on the size of this box, like, is this to scale? Am I actually already standing inside the box?
Yeah.
Or am I
Yeah, no, I say you're standing in it already. Yeah.
Cool. Alright. So yeah, I'll just
Unless for flavor you wanted it to be a little smaller, and you just wanted to pop up like a meerkat or something.
I think that was the thought, but
Yeah.
it's fine. I'll just bust it in front of me. Now, based on some of the creatures I would have hunted back home and the size, is this? I assume I've never seen anything like this, but
You've never seen anything like it. You can roll me a knowledge nature check if you want to like look over its anatomy.
yeah, sure. Nope, it's like a bug.
It's bug mixed with leather mixed. It's like 5 creatures evolved into one creature that should never have been a thing. It's got like leather-like wings, but bug-like arms and eyes, and then other parts of it are just like, it's very alien and nasty.
Yeah. Not a fan of the stinger. I guess I'll just I'll hold an action. I'll two-hand my axe and.
Are you moving up to it, or?
I mean, no, not at this point.
Okay. Pop up, just have a look, and just hold the axe. I got it.
Yeah.
What's the actual plan of this?
Do I see Velia anywhere?
Yeah, you see Vila in front of you, and Anira looks dazed, and she's starting to grab Anira. How long does this spell last for? Velia? Is it a minute?
It lasts. Sorry, it's concentration up to 1 minute. Yes.
Up to 1 minute. Okay. What's the spell called again as well? Just so good at it.
Oh, hypnotic pattern, my friend.
No, that's fine. This is its go. Karaya is just holding, and she's just going to take the hide action. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on either, but she'll climb up here. Just say she's up there. Fuck. And then we go to Akis, Anira, and Velia. So you guys all act on the same turn, technically. I think Karaya just stepped away for a little bit. So yeah, you'll use your action, Velia, to shake Anira awake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can do it. I tell her don't attack this.
Yeah, she immediately readies a mace, and she's maul, and she's like, "What the fuck is that?" She starts backing
Doesn't
up.
matter. We're not attacking it right now. We're gonna make a game plan.
How long is it like that for?
You know, another 45 seconds.
Okay, we need to make a quick game plan, or go and leave, or something. And that's her turn.
Yeah, on that.
Okay, you've still got a little bit of movement if you want to.
I'd like to move towards Bromir, away from this thing.
Okay, yeah, she will join you. And if you want to say anything really quick, you got like your turn is roughly 10 seconds or whatever. So
We should be running.
we should be running. Okay. Rune, you overhear Velia saying we should be running. What are you doing? And Akis, obviously, as well. And Bromir as
He's
well.
gonna follow us no matter where we go. You
Run,
realize
yeah.
that, Scott said?
Run where?
We should all just hit it at the same time. Just saying, get rid of this thing. It's gonna follow us.
We have anything that can get rid of its wings or bring it down to the ground?
You're holding it.
Nikis, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
it's gonna-
Oh no!
I'm alone in the fog.
Ah, damn.
16.
Okay. You hear the voice creeping to your head, and it's like, "Oh, you've met one of my pretty creatures. If your legs ache, you can always ride it. I'll order it to bring it to me."
Can we all come?
No, just you. It's the intelligent side of your entity. But you seem to shrug off what effects it was trying to reach into your mind initially.
I'm gonna respectfully decline.
Okay. Okay, so that's another turn. I'm going to mark it. You've all got 10 seconds as a collaborator now. Like, what are you doing? Cryo
Yeah,
runs over. Like,
Are we running? Or are we killing it? What's the plan?
Oh,
We need to
God.
kill this thing. It's gonna follow us.
Well,
Yeah.
we can pass invisibility.
that's another 10 seconds. What are you doing, guys?
Okay, I'm
I'm running.
ready in action, everybody. Ready in action.
Probably just his plate just running off into the distance.
No,
He's
my
running.
friend.
Okay, I'm running. I'm running. Damn.
Okay, you all start running into the city.
What's someone moved me. What's the distance from my box to the bug?
30 feet ish.
No one moved you.
Wait,
You're
hold.
up the tree.
You all get to about here. Until
I've never
Bromia's
moved. I was
thinking what he's doing.
fighting.
Sorry, yeah, you're there. Yeah. Bromia, what are you thinking? What are you doing?
Man, fuck this bug.
Do it.
I'm gonna run towards it with my axe.
Yes, you're on the same wavelength. Fuck the bug.
Cry would have hung back and seen. She's gonna hide behind this rock. You take your turn, and you run to the bug. You making an attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna leap into the air best I can and try and.
It's
take out a wing with
incapacitated,
my
so you
axe.
already have advantage on the attack roll. Does it count as incapacitated? That's right, Velia, right?
Yeah, it's incapacitated.
Yeah, so if you
Yeah.
hit it, you automatically crit. I think is the thing for incapacitated. Let me just double check.
Paralyzed?
Question:
It might be paralyzed. I'm
In-
just double checking.
in D&D Beyond,
Mhm.
under the hit DC, that automatically takes into account proficiency.
Yes, it should do. Yeah.
It should do.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It just can't take any actions or reactions. So if it's still actually aware what's going on. It's just kind of
once it
mesmerized.
takes a hit, it does
Yeah.
come out of.
Yeah, so you don't get an auto crit on it. That is paralyzed. It's actually just incapacitated right now. So
It is just incapacitated and has a speed of 0 and charmed.
yeah. All right.
All right. So I'll rage. I can't click anything within D&D Beyond right now. This
You
is
know?
very strange for me. No.
Which browser are you using?
Chrome.
Try a different browser. I've had that issue in Chrome before. Like where you can't click the buttons to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try a different browser.
Or turn on 3D dice.
Yeah, I can click on stuff on your character sheet for.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, just bear with me. Like.
It's okay.
30
Take your time.
seconds.
It's all good.
Just take time.
Take your moment, bro.
This is a Bromia moment, yo. Just winding up the axe like fuck this bitch.
Been walking
Forget
through
this
this
bug.
mist for the past couple of days. Everything's trying to kill me. Fuck this bug.
Oh, you know why? I think.
Are you clicking on the wrong thing?
No, I'm right. Not signed in.
Ah,
But I used to sign in before. Okay, I can click things now. There we go. Cool. So I will rage.
Yep.
Storm aura. Gain a 10-foot aura effect. When you start your rage and as a bonus action on each of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I guess. Does it?
Yeah, when you start your rage, so.
Yeah, what's the order of this though? So if I start my rage, it'll do the electric damage first, and
Yeah.
then I would attack.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Or you can attack and then, but then you wouldn't have your rage up, so. If you want your rage up for your attack, you have to rage first, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when activated, well, obviously that's the creature of my choice, so that'll take lightning damage. Dex DC 14.
It can't move right now, so it automatically fails.
Yeah. Okay. So. What?
Roll your damage for your storm.
Yeah. God, it's been too long.
It's
What's,
okay.
So this would be third, so 1d6.
Yep.
A 4.
A 4? Okay. And then you follow up with your attacks. It's still your turn.
Yeah. So a two-handed attack. and
Although
fine.
it's no longer charmed, so you don't have advantage on the attack roll anymore, so you'd have to do
I do
reckless.
because of rage,
No, it's reckless
Oh,
attacking.
reckless.
If you want to do reckless.
right? Yeah, sure. 17 on the second roll.
17 misses, unfortunately. You hit a part of its fleshy carapace, and it just... Unless that 17 was natural.
Wait. Sorry. I rolled a 17.
Oh, then yeah. Add your
hold
stuff.
Plus 7.
Yeah, you definitely hit. It has an AC of 18. Akis found that out earlier.
And I need to do 1d10 plus 4. Okay, 8.
8 points? Is that with the added bonuses? With rage and stuff added?
Nope.
Okay.
8, 9, 10 for rage. And I think that's it.
You add your strength and your rage modifier. Plus whatever you rolled.
So, well, okay. Within D&D Beyond, it's just 1d10 plus 4, so I assume
Okay.
the plus 4 is
Plus
my
4 is
action
your
modifier.
storers, and then you have your rage on top of that, because D&D
Yeah,
Beyond
so
doesn't
that's
count your range, so 10. Of course. Alrighty. Is that Bromia's go?
So, question here, because Storm Aura takes effect when I start my rage and as a bonus action on each of my turns, do I have another...
No, it was your bonus action to rage.
Understood.
Yep.
Thanks.
Perfect. All done?
What a moment.
So yeah, you just jump through the hair, come down on its head, and as you just hit it, your lightning energy, and this creature's, but then it looks at you with intent, and it's broken from the gaze, and it is the creature's go immediately. So following the backlash while you're still in the air, it's toothy more, this leech-like suction, and it's like a submouth comes out of it and tries to catch you midair and reach you.
Alien.
Oh no, he's gonna get eaten again.
Natural 19 on the attack roll.
Nice.
You take 15 points of piercing damage, rounded halved. So 7 for you. But I need you to do a Constitution saving throw. For me, please. And you do have advantage because it's a poison effect. And you're the only one close to it, so it's also going to take 2 of its swipes at you. Another natural 19. And the other one misses.
Sorry, one sec. Okay, so sorry, it was 7 piercing damage, and I need to do a con saving
The
throw?
con save, yeah. And then another 3 points, so 10 total damage.
Con would have been 14.
14 fails. You are poisoned.
Do I have advantage against that though?
You do have advantage, yeah.
So worse. So I'm poisoned.
You are poisoned.
And what was the additional damage?
I rounded it down for you already, so another 3 points. So it was 6, but then 3. And that is its go for now. But you all just see Bromir just taking this thing on one-on-one. And you're like, fuck. What are you all doing? It's Karaya's go. She was hidden. She's going to take a shot. But Akis, Amelia, and Anira is up. So you guys start planning what you're doing. Karaya hits. Nice. One takes another chunk, like one of the arrows just flies into his eye from her. Akis, what are you doing?
Run up 20 foot at an angle towards it.
Yep. Trip over a rock.
Trips all over.
Far off to Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Yeah.
Like preserve things right now.
And Nira's like,
I'm just gonna throw
I guess we're in. She runs into the side of it as well.
I'm gonna throw a hex on it first before I do anything.
Okay. Nira misses.
And I'll give it disadvantage on. I think it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage on what?
1 second, I'm just thinking what I want to give it disadvantage on. I'll give it disadvantage on. Say Dex.
Dex? Okay. Good to know.
And fire off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Yep.
That was not gonna hit. Both miss.
It's an 18 to hit. Okay. Velia, you're up.
Yep, I'm summoning Melf's minute meteors.
Oh, yeah. Fly around you.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna swing one at it. It
Okay.
has to make a dex saving throw.
You need to move roughly to where Akis is, or you have... Oh, you don't have to hit it with this. So technically, you know roughly where it is. I would say because it's misted around it, you need to move closer, or you have a chance of risking hitting your friends.
Okay, I'll move closer.
Perfect. So yeah, you're aiming for the back end of it just to hit the creature, yeah?
Mhm.
Dex save?
And is anybody technically within 5 feet of that?
Yeah, with the creature, yeah, but you can aim it at the back side of the creature because it's a big creature.
Oh, aiming it at the
instead.
back side of the creature. It has to make
Yeah.
a dex save.
And it fails. Natural 2 with disadvantage.
Cool. So it's gonna take 2d6 fire damage.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's 4th level.
Why are you moving it? Velia?
It takes 7.
7 fire damage, right?
So I was just like move, get back up.
Right.
Recoils
not
in
like-
pain from the
That's
fire
what I do.
fire damage. And you see like elements of it are singed and burned.
And I'm gonna send another one at it, so I can send 1 or 2.
Yeah, okay. Another dex
Oh.
save. Disadvantage. Fails. 9 plus. Let me check what his dex is actually. What's the DC?
Mm-hmm.
What's the dex save DC, sorry?
15.
Yeah, fails.
All right, 10 more damage.
Which now it's like lost concentration into like the fire entirely. Like its intent seems to have faded, and it's just writhing against the fire.
Oh, good. Fire is effective. That's good to know.
With that rune, you are up, and then Bromir are after rune.
I'm like full sprint running away, and then all of a sudden all my allies turn around. So I guess I make it another like 10 feet, and then it's like, where's everyone going? And then I turn.
I feel
turn
like-
back around.
I feel like you don't even have to guess. Like, you don't have to see what's going on. As you're running, you probably hear me say, fuck this bug. And
Just rage.
I can just imagine Rune's face being like, oh, God, this again.
I'm just like,
These idiots.
God damn it, Bromir. Yeah, and I can't see the creature from where I'm at, so
You know, you can see it's kind of rough silhouette, but and yeah, you can't get a clear picture of it. So if you was to shoot something at it, it'd be a disadvantage.
yeah.
You can get closer though. You still have your movement. So Yeah, everyone's stopped running, so I'd say you've still got like a good 20 feet of movement or something. You're fine. If you want to close in on.
Give it to me. I'll take it. I'll move a little closer, and I'll do a sacred flame.
Okay.
Needs a dex save. He's
Yep.
15.
It got a 14 at disadvantage, so.
Okay. 7 points of radiant damage.
7?
That'll be my turn.
Again, just added flames, just. Romeo, what are you doing?
Yeah, smashing things. Let's
Smash.
Yeah, all right. I'll just stick to its face. We'll throw an axe hit towards his face, and that is definitely going to be a miss. And I'm poisoned, so that was my roll.
No. Yeah,
Wasn't that one, but it was not great.
it's just writhing around, and you like can't really judge its kind of pain flinging around, and you try and swing through it and just miss.
You know what? All right, let's do action surge then.
Hell yeah! You doing reckless?
Oh yeah, sorry, I have to state that every time, right?
You have to stay, yeah, at the start of your turn, and then all your attacks that turn are reckless. But you are currently poisoned, which gives you disadvantage on attack throws. So this would just be still a straight roll if you're reckless.
Do those?
So the poison condition is disadvantage on attack rolls and ability check. So when you go reckless, instead of being at disadvantage, you just roll a straight roll.
Right. Yeah. So can I just declare reckless for the remainder of the fight? Unless
Yeah, if you want to. Yeah, I'll count your attacks as reckless. Yeah.
18 plus my 7, so that would hit.
Perfect. Yeah. Do some damage.
Uh, 10 again.
10 points of damage. You guys are chunking it. This bit, one of its many mandibles and limbs, you just cut through and just gloopy purple black elements of yellow ichor just flies out as you cut one of its limbs and mandibles off.
Okay. Cool.
Does your lightning aura thing do anything as well?
So thought about that, but it's as a bonus action.
Yeah.
However, I just use action surge.
Ah, that is a bonus action. Action surge, is that a free action or a bonus action?
I thought it was a free
Special.
action.
I think it's just a free action, yeah. So, yeah, it's just free. So you still get your bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Well then, yeah.
I think. Let me double check.
2 if I can shock it.
Is it a dex save on its behalf?
Yes.
Yeah, it fails with a natural 4 disadvantage. That dex save, man, just coming in clutch.
I don't think it was going to be that good, but holy.
Yeah. You guys have a lot of dex save stuff, which is great. So yeah, how much damage, sorry?
2.
Hey, all adds up. Fire, electricity crackling around in the fire as well. Awesome, yeah. You staying there, yeah?
Yep.
It is the creature's turn. Okay.
Already poisoned. Bring it.
Succeeds that check. What's it gonna do? It's gonna fly up in the air. So I'm gonna lock it just to do this. It doesn't like being hit multiple times over and over with swords. Oh, that's a stretch. Let's not do that. Make it even worse. Do a move. And I need everyone apart from Karaya to do a dex save for me, please. As it's kind of just flew up in the air. You see it just vomit out this like green black ichor all over you guys in a cone.
Oh boy, 6 is not good.
6 is a fail. We'll come to that in a second.
24.
You succeed.
15.
You take half damage. What was that, Bromir?
15.
You fail. You take full damage. Bromir, Rune.
12.
12. That's a fail as well. Roll for a Nira. She succeeds. So everyone apart from Akis, you take. Roll real bad. You take 10 points of poison damage, and I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for
That
me.
was poison.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
16.
That succeeds.
Sorry, you said a con saving throw?
You don't need to because you're technically already poisoned. Just adds to it.
Double poison.
Snowball poison. Rune, what did you get?
Maybe it'll work like.
I was already poisoned from before.
You're already poisoned as well?
Yeah, something that happened at the tree, I got poisoned.
Oh,
No,
but that
we
would have
were-
wore off. That would have wore off by now.
Oh, okay. Con save?
Mhm.
Um,
You have advantage on it because it's dwarf.
right.
But you still take 10 points of poison damage.
Well, I rolled the same thing.
What was it?
It was a 9.
You are poisoned again.
Hey, at least I take half damage from poison, so
Yeah.
that's not nothing.
So I take half, and then do I need to roll?
You do need to roll still, yeah. But yeah, you take 5 points of poison damage.
20.
Yeah, you succeed. You shrug off the poisonous effects of this creature. That is it.
I do have to drop because I have to make it to my appointment.
Okay. No
I
worries.
didn't realize my fiance was coming in to tell me. So
Thank
I'm
you
done.
for joining,
for you.
Crash.
Try not to kill you.
don't kill Villia, please. I
We'll
beg
try.
of you.
We'll try and not
Roll
kill you.
once.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay.
Bye.
Velia's got wedding stuff to do, guys, which is obviously life, and wedding is awesome. So she's gonna have
Very
loads of fun. Very expensive. So that's the creatures go. It is Karaya's go, and then Akis and Velia. So I assume Velia's going to shoot some minute meters out, so I will just do that for her. Akis, if you just want to go while I'm sorting this out.
Yeah. Just a quick question. When it flew up in the air, did they get any like reactions or?
Yes, Bromir and Anira would have both had attack actions at it at disadvantage because you're poisoned. So, if you want to take a reaction,
I missed.
yeah. Oh no. Okay.
Stupid poison.
My disadvantage roll, my second roll was a 1. So if the nat 1 is important for.
It's a lot of nat ones from you. This poison is rough.
I hope you didn't lose your grip on the axe.
Nah, I'm not that brutal. Not that brutal. Anira will take one though.
In the river.
She does hit. She's gonna pump a smite into it. Let me look what her stuff is. And then Sophie, can you look up minute meters? And I'm gonna do its dex saves now. 'Cause that's what she's gonna do. It got a 15 for its dex save on one, and then a 5 for a natural 20 on the
Yeah,
other.
and then 12.
Uh,
So
For mine
first
to
meteor
hit.
does 5. Second meteor does 7. So 12 total,
12 total.
or 6 for the one that saved.
Akis, what were you doing? Sorry.
I
You-
rolled 2 to hit, and
you-
only one of them was above 18.
Okay, 18 hits. Yeah. Do some
So
damage.
I rolled 4 damage for the Eldritch Blast and 6 for the Necrotic for the Hex.
What's the
5 for
to-
the Necrotic from the Hex, sorry. So it's
Okay.
9 total.
Yeah, you see the necrotic damage doesn't have that much effect on it for some reason. You feel it pierce in, but doesn't do much.
Gotcha.
But then in the flurry of blows and Anira hitting it as well, as it's flying back and does this spit over you all, she just comes down and you see this radiant light or hit her sword and, and its just head just carves in two and it just flies down and its wings still kind of twitching. That brings us to
Just a heads up. There's more of those things somewhere. One of them was talking to me again. Said we found one of its pretties.
Still kind of smoldering from the fire damage in areas as well.
Moving, cut off its other wing.
One less. One less pretty to worry about.
What are you all doing? Combat has come to a close.
We should get off the street.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to its maw and grab one of its gross tooth appendages and hack it off with my axe.
Yeah, one of the big ones or one of the inner small ones, or
One of the big ones.
yeah, easy enough for you. Whack it off. It's still kind of flinching, and the flesh around it is kind of like muscle is contracting and things like that as you're like kind of clearing the flesh off. And you swear one of its eyes is still like looking at you and following you as its kind of legs just slowly curl up into itself and the wings just slowly stop flapping. And it is done. All right. Bride comes over and she's like, yeah, maybe we stick to like the buildings as much as we can.
I will. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
I hug around the corner.
All right. Are you retying the rope to each other, or are you still saying it loosey-goosey for now?
Loosey goosey.
All right. Are you all moving stealthily, or are you moving with intent?
I think for now, just to get off the street, we should probably move with intent just to get out of here.
I'm moving with intent. Yeah.
Okay.
First door I find, I'm gonna try to bust through.
You see there's one right here.
Okay, fair.
This door is like just smashed up. I'll just get rid of these planks. This kind of would be open, not buildable. Oh my god, Rune.
Oh
Deleted my
no,
character.
Rune! He's one with a stone again!
Don't know why Rune's mini just falls through everything. I think I've saved it, maybe. Trying to drag it out to the river.
It's somewhere down there.
One sec, I can save this. Maybe. There you go.
Yeah, this
Road.
place is all still very open.
Yeah, there's no rooftops anymore. We all tuck in off the side street. When you catch your breath for a second, a lot of you are feeling queasy as hell. Like you're coughing and like you're covered in this like just ichor. And then about 50 feet away, you hear them saying quick scamperings. And it runs off again. Not seem to have luckily have noticed, but was alerted by the fire. They run off in the direction of the bridge. And then you hear some commotion over at the bridge area. You all huddled into this building for now?
It looks like our skittering friends have found their meal for the night.
What are you all doing? You look in this house and there's like old tapestries and just you look down, there's like weird bits of metal parts, gadgetry that you've probably never seen before. All look broken and old and frail, but it's also very strange to you.
The tapestries, can I just have a look at them, see what they depict?
Sure. It's like a dirty old like rug essentially on the wall. It's like red, and it has like a symbol of kind of a star over a city.
I'm gonna climb through this window over here into the next area.
Okay. Looks
I
like it
guess
was
I'll-
all one house, but yeah, just a different.
I'm gonna poke through some of these boxes. Are they
Here.
sort of the same crumbly state?
There's a mixture, but it's the same-ish kind of like aged wood, but different types of wood. Yeah, roll me an investigation check.
14 on that plus 1. 15.
14. You open the box up and the class open. You see like this metal humanoid kind of contraption, like some sort of mask, and then just like limbs that are like weird, and there's like weird like kind of ropes in there, gadgetry, just dust, and like it looks almost like a skeleton just made of metal.
That's terrifying. Cool.
You can roll a knowledge arcana or history, but it'll be super IDC, especially from your background as a.
Hey, any of you guys know anything about metal skeletons?
No, skeletons are made from bone. That's something else.
Helia has no idea. God, I fumbled her roll real bad.
Yeah, I don't think I know either, based on my roll.
It's like as you're digging through, there's like all manner of like different tools, and it looks like to you like torture devices because they're so alien and out of concept to you, but like just metal, like rusted old metal, but in different shapes, forms, and you're like, what the fuck would this be used for? And you're like. Although, what did you get for your investigation?
15 was the investigation total.
15. I'd say you hear something like a low, dull sound from within the metal corpse or contraption, but you have no idea what it is. You just hear then it fades. Then after for another 30 seconds,
I mean, yeah, is this thing like folded up within a box? Or is
yeah, the
it,
box is probably like your size. But you bend over to look into it, and you've opened it over the top, and it's just like someone's crammed a body into a box almost, but it's like limbs are all different areas and stuff like that, and you just see the head poking out, cocked to one side. But it's all made of metal and looks very strange and alien to you.
Give it a kick.
Yeah, I'll drag it out of the box.
Yeah, you try and drag it out, and you have to break elements of the box to get it out. It's like wedged in there essentially. It's not like, it doesn't fold out like a doll or anything like that. So you rip elements of the box over, and it's just like all in one hunk of mangled metal essentially. And if it was a human, or is it supposed to resemble humanoid figure, you would imagine it's stretched out in some way, but maybe because it's so old, or you're not too sure, it's just kind of like mangled or damaged. It's all like kind of tensed up into a ball. The elements of it kind of fall off, but yeah.
Does there appear to be any sort of door or bolts holding like a cover in place or anything?
Yeah, there's like different elements of metal and things, so you can try and prise bits away off it if you want to.
Yeah, let's try and open up its chest.
Okay. Roll me just roll me a d20 and add your dex. Just see how
Okay.
how delicate you are and how finesse you are. Yeah, sure.
19 total.
19. So yeah, you, for how heavy-handed you are in combat, you start just picking the right plates away, and you come away with these, and you see this small glowing gem kind of in the heart of it, at least. And it's like got elements of metal connected to it, but you're not too sure the function. You just see this blue little gem, probably the size of a thumbnail, just kind of in the deep heart, where the heart of the machine would be, and just pulsating slightly. After digging through the plates. You do?
Yeah, I'm gonna pluck it out.
Okay. Roll me another check, adding your dexterity modifier.
14.
14. And then roll me a strength check as well, as there's some resistance to it.
17.
17, yeah. With quite expert precision and finesse, you reach your fingers around it and and some little electric sparks, kind of innate to you, warm your hand as you kind of pull it out, and you have this blue little gemstone in your hand.
Interesting. So funny enough, I kind of was thinking electrical, and then with storm surge, wondered how that might interact. But
You don't
I
still have
feel while
storm
holding
surge
it?
up, do you? Right? Because rage would have dropped.
No.
So, yeah.
I just mean, in terms of electricity, I'm wondering how I deal with electricity as an individual.
I think you just kind of smile every time you get like little zap or whatever. You just kind of you grin to yourself. But it's up to you. It's your flavor. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's into electricity play, probably.
Yeah, I want to feel. I want to.
It's beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
roll me a perception check as you're kind of like just moving it through your hands. Everyone else can probably see this as well because it's now lighting up his hand. You've never seen a gemstone like it. It's crazy pretty. The way it glows and like hums is definitely probably magical in nature, but you have no idea its purpose. You have no idea its capability, and you swear you see some kind of like runic on it, like, but it's microscopic, like it's next level. It's not even like eligible you can read. Not like the one ring where you see the runes come around on it. It's even smaller than that. Like, you just see faintless lines, and you're like, could that be language? What is that? And it disappears as soon as you've seen it. And
If I add this to my backpack, am I adding?
just add blue gemstone something for now, but we'll note it as a reference.
The Jimmy Sparks.
I'll just let you add, even though Bromir doesn't know this, blue power core. Just for reference. Yeah.
He's got a hand grenade.
Shiny blue rock.
I actually, I think later I kind of want to mess around with it and see if I can use it to amplify any of my electrical storm surge.
You have no idea, but it's very ancient old stuff. So yeah, what could go wrong? It's great.
One day during camp, he's just gonna eat this gemstone. Just gonna shove it down his gullet and see what happens. If nothing happens, we'll check back.
Suddenly turns blue into Mr. Manhattan or something.
And we all get disintegrated.
Velia is probably very interested as well, and just looking over you with intent. But we'll come back to that when Velia can do rolls and stuff. So we'll make a note. What's everyone else doing while Bromir's looking over this ancient machinery? Has it piqued anyone else's curiosity? Cryo probably picks up like their faceplate of whatever it is and puts it in her bag.
I'm just sitting here looking at all this stuff, wondering if it's possible to make. And the idea of it sounds stupid, but make like a wingsuit.
From the
Well,
bug.
here's your chance to get some wings. Why don't you chop one up?
You do remember that
Someone's gonna
Velia
attach
has a crazy cloak she's promised you if you don't run off.
I know I was going to try and steal that from them when they slept, but she's not here, so I feel bad for doing it with her not being here.
Still roll for it. One of us can roll. She's an elf, so she doesn't sleep much anyway. She sleeps more than you, at least.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing while... Because Bromir's taking a good 5 minutes looking over this. Are you just looking over him?
I'm going to clear a bit of rubble so that we're not just sitting on rocks and prepare to take a short rest.
Okay.
This is going to be our little home for a little bit. See if I can fortify the door.
Sure. As you start clearing rubble, you see these elegant purple flowers that have kind of grown in this unnatural space, and they give off these purple flumes. In a forest, they would look alien or natural, but in this natural scape, there's some sort of beauty to them. Do you disturb them or not?
No, I'll leave them as they are.
purple dust-esque stuff that's coming off them.
It's very faint, very very faint. But yeah, when it's just like little, it's like a purple glow almost.
Does it look anything like that farmer's field we passed many
No,
days ago?
no. That was a long time ago. But yeah, it's definitely different tones. Definitely different tones. At a glance, you could investigate and pluck them or do whatever you want further with them if you want to.
You can get over empty vial. I might just try and pluck one of them.
Okay.
Let me double check. I have a vial.
Roll me a knowledge nature.
1 sec. I'm just checking to see if I have an empty vial. I do. I have 2 left. Knowledge nature, you said?
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yeah, you can add a doom bloom to your inventory.
Doom bloom.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Sounds
All right. That sounds perfectly safe.
Yeah.
Doom bloom.
I can't remember if it's a homebrew item or not. I've got a link to it here if not. Yeah, it's a homebrew item. If you Google it, you'll be able to find it in the Griffin saddlebag probably. But yeah, doom bloom.
Doom bloom.
Doom bloom. Doom bloom.
Bloom.
What's everyone else doing?
I want to go try and climb up this ladder once I've finished.
Okay. Roll me an athletics check, please.
11.
Okay.
And how much do you weigh?
It is creaky, but elements of this metal, because of the nature of this building, are reinforced with metal. And you can climb up to the second floor.
Nice.
Up here, you see a lot of the floor is falling in, but up here, you kind of see elements of like tables with like weird arms and hooks and chains. And you're like, definitely, this is a fucking torture place for sure. But it looks like there's like orbs, like chains, and then like a shell of iron where it would have housed something in there. A light source, maybe, you're not too sure, but it looks very strange in it. But again, there's some sort of elegance to this. Like, it would look like a torture dungeon, but like the chainage is like not just thrown together hack shop. It's done with intent and purpose, and it's like nicely spiraled and kind of good, pristine in a way. And there's still like tapestries on the wall and faded pictures and burned out pictures, and it looks like some sort of workshop or home rather than that kind of space. But the chainage and the machinery and the benches kind of throw you off a little.
Hey, you guys, can you see? Yeah, because the floor is open, can they see this stuff sort of at an angle at all?
They could see elements of it, but they'd have to get up to where you are to proper survey it.
I'll just say, wow.
There's
you guys
holes
should
in the
see it.
floor.
Wild.
I'm just gonna see what spells Velia has.
This item's interesting.
Yeah, you wouldn't know what it does yet. But yeah. Velia's gonna cast
Yeah,
detect
your
magic
eyes.
because she has magic. Detect magic. And she immediately notifies you that whatever you're carrying, Bromir, is magical, very magical. The flower is magical. And she also points that there is on one of the shelves that's kind of crooked, there seems to be like a vial with some sort of white liquid in it as you dust it off. And she points up to there, Bromir, and she says, something magical should be on that wall. You see the vial.
Can you tab roughly to where it is? Just drop
Yeah,
an arrow.
it's around here.
Oh, okay. I'll make my way over.
She doesn't want to climb up in case she breaks the ladder or anything. So. Yeah, and you see it's kind of a vial. It's wedged against the wall and the sunken shelf, and it's got like a white liquid in it that seems very viscous, and it's got like a padlock on the top of the vial to keep it closed. It's very intricately designed. Like the padlock itself has like gold inlays and things like that.
Interesting.
Did you take it?
Yeah, I'll throw in my bag for now.
You can add sovereign glue to your bag. 1 dose. I assume Velia will identify all this at some point. So yeah. And she also points off into this area, which seems to be like there would have been a door in the middle of the floor. And it's like a back part of a bedroom. And you see like a set of drawers that would probably have been next to a bed and a wardrobe. But it's going to be, you've got to go across this plank, which will require an athletics check. But she says there's something magical in one of those boxes.
As I progress,
Mhm.
I'm kind of curious about specifically this ladder that's kind of stuck up here through the window. I don't know if that's. So I think I want to kind of investigate that and to see.
It looks like a ladder that you've just climbed. It's probably been blown out of this building at some point during whatever devastation happened. It's just kind of awkwardly wedged against the window. You do feel that this building had a 3rd floor at one point that is just completely gone.
Yeah.
It does reach down to some sort of lower level that it's wedged against.
All right. I'll come back to that. Let me try and make my way across.
Roll me an athletics check as you're going across these floorboards now that are ever glowing worse and worse.
Yeah. 7.
Oh, as you get to this bit, the floor just gives way, and you take.
Oh, hey, fresh lumber. Good, just what I needed. Bring that over to the door.
You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage. She's like, something's still up there though in that box if we want it.
Hey, Romy, do you want a hand?
Yeah, please.
Just come here. Let me touch you with something real quick. I mean, we're going to be taking a rest soon anyway, right? So.
Yeah. Do you want to help me move that ladder from the other room?
Oh no, I've got something better for you. Just come here. Let me just put my hand on your shoulder for a second.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And
You picking up the wood rune as well? And barricading or something? Or? Okay.
Yep.
as I place my hand on him, I start flying up and say, "Follow me."
Ah!
You have fly for 10 minutes.
What the hell? All right.
Yeah. How does Bromir learn to fly? Is it kind of like swimming through the air at the first bit, or?
So I imagine for him it's probably like swimming. Just sort of like actually just start flying around and stuff because I'm used to it. Yeah, like these, I'd say these like black, almost ethereal like wings somewhat appear on you, and you just sort of fly around.
Nice. You open the wardrobe. Okay. I need you both to do a dex saving throw for me, please. At disadvantage if you are poisoned.
Is this an effect I can see?
Yeah, you can see it.
7.
It's still a disadvantage if you're poisoned.
Oh. Okay. So I'm poisoned, but I would have advantage, so it's just a normal roll.
Yeah, that's correct.
Straight roll.
16 total.
16. You succeed, you take half damage. What did you get, Akis?
7.
You fail. You take 15 points of fire damage, and Brommy, you take 7 points of
Holy
fire damage.
shit.
As you open this wardrobe, and it's just like there's like a little pipe, and you hear a hiss, and, and just cylinder of fire just shoots out of it before it kind of fickles out and dies out.
What would I need to have rolled for a con save for concentration?
Oh, just roll. Yeah, because
I got a 16.
yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Fine.
I forget how to roll that stuff.
I don't want to say it wrong.
I mean, it's like
It's a con
it's
save.
either
It's
10 or half the damage.
It's
No,
half the
half the
damage, but and over.
10 or half.
Yeah.
Oh, 10 or
no.
half. Oh, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. You're very good. Yeah. So if I did 20 damage,
So-
then it would be 10. So it's anything over 20, then you start adding it up.
Got you.
Yeah, you're fine. You're both still flying. But now that the fire has died out, you see that there's like a shiny piece of pristine like chain in there. Who's yoinking that? Who's writing it down?
Clips.
I mean, you're the thing. You opened it. Unless you don't want it, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to take it.
Okay.
Is that just a piece of chain?
It's elven chain.
Oh shit.
Chain manacles.
So elven chain is +1 bonus to your AC while you wear this armor. You're considered proficient with this armor, even if you lack proficiency with medium armor. So it's a chain shirt, but +1.
Nice.
Chain shirt.
It's basically you wear it over whatever armor, I believe. Maybe.
Wear over stuff.
Elven chain 5e. Oh no, it's medium armor with an AC of 13, but it's because it's +1, it'll be 14. But you can wear it even if you're not proficient with medium armor.
Got you.
There we go.
Does anyone want that? 'Cause if not, I would very much like to put that on.
Got good armor.
Depends if you're showing the rest of the troop. Velia's pointed it out, so she knows something was up there. But yeah.
Yeah, I'll show it to everyone. I mean, does anyone want it? If not, I'm gonna slap this on real quick.
Slap it on for now, but I don't know if Velia would want to look at it or Karaya. So maybe have a conversation when both of those two here as well.
I'll just put it on for now.
You can put it on for now. And she says, I don't think there's anything more of a magical in here. Do you want me to look at those magical items? And she'll cast Identify during the short rest you guys are taking. Who's on watch? Because it is a very dangerous area you're taking a short break in. And how long are you resting for? On that note as well, while you guys think of that, we're going to go take our break. Because we're at the 2-hour mark. So I just wanted to see that bit. So, guys, we're going to take a quick 5 minutes, go get refreshments, and we'll be back for another hour or so to find out if they get caught out in the middle of the city or if they push forever onward deeper into this nightmarish hellscape. So, I'm going to be in chat if anyone does have any questions. Yeah, we'll be right back.
I'm actually confused. I actually lose AC for putting this on.
Hello, hello, hello. Everyone else is still on break a little, I think. Hope everyone is enjoying the cast so far as we make our way through this crazy city. For some reason I had test measure up. I've been left all alone, chat. I just move a monster in here. Where is everybody? Did I kill the party? The pumpkin. They'll be back in a sec. Just gonna try and fix something quick while we're waiting.
Sorry.
It's all good. 1 second.
Hello?
Hello. That's why I can't fix it. I can't do it.
What, did you break something?
Nah, I just noticed that Cry's picture is overlapping with my stream element, but I can't change the Cry's picture because it's Cry's picture because it's his webcam. I don't know if Cry can make his picture smaller. It's fine if not.
Try.
It's just a little thing. Don't worry about it.
Frickin' ads. Whatever.
Freaking ads, man.
I watch the ads to see your channel.
Wow, dude. Give me that sweet ad money of 0.00000.
No, fractions of the penny.
How's that?
Oh,
Is that
that
better?
better, but yeah, can you make it a little bit smaller? Maybe? There you go, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Pog, dude. All right. So with your newly acquired items that you've found, you would know what the flower does, Cry. Although, do you let her identify the gemstone, Megna? Bromir?
He's muted.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
If so, she'd let you know that it is a power core or something, and she's interested in it as well. Because I think Velia would be. But
What's it used
even
for?
she can't ascertain that information just from the spell. She just knows that it's got a lot of energy in such a tiny little thing. Because it doesn't have an innate ability like a magical item. It is a power core. That's what it identifies as. But it's a lot of power in such a little tiny thing.
Interesting.
I'll roll another knowledge arcana for her. Ooh, she rolled a natural 18. Let me see what her skills are. Come on, D&D Beyond. Arcana +7. Okay, so she got 25. She would probably know that it's to... Obviously, a power core says it in there. It's to power things, but she's never heard or seen anything so small. Like, the amount of energy in this could power like a district of a town, nearly, maybe. Like, there's a lot of energy in there. And she's just starting to work through the arcane process in her mind, what she might be able to use it for. But even she can't fathom kind of what it might have been used for in ancient times. But it's very clear now from like looking
Older
at the
than that guy, so
That's assuming we get out of here and we still have our minds.
True. Well, if they had this kind of power, how did this happen?
well,
You think it happened? It happened because of the calamity.
yeah, but what caused the calamity?
They had this kind of power. Why they could protect
That
themselves
guy's
from a lot of
patron,
things.
probably. I guess.
Just the things you could do with just this. Imagine if they had how much of this they had. Like, maybe you'd be able to protect yourself from a calamity. I don't know.
Does for something like this, is it like could I charge this with my lightning when I'm angry, or is
You want
this?
to be a battery?
Well, I'm just wondering.
It's more
Or does
likely
this
to
have be
charge
magical?
you. Although I don't know the capabilities yet, so the amount of power in that, if you were to cause it to break, could definitely kill you and probably the people around you.
Shove it into the pommel of your axe. That sounds like a great idea.
And on Heartbromia, I'm kind of scared of the capabilities of that right now, so we just be careful with it. Make sure nothing hits it when we're fighting.
Yeah. All right. I'll do
True.
my best.
Should we put it in the portable hole? Would you want it on you?
Yeah. I mean, you think it'll be safer in there?
Well, it's an
I don't
extra,
wanna
it's a
inadvertently
pocket
kill all of
dimension,
us.
so yeah, probably a lot safer in there.
You don't really want to give it up, do you?
I mean,
There's enough power in that thing for both of us, but we just need to figure out to use some of it, maybe.
yeah. I mean, you already said it earlier, right? You do the thinking, I'll do the fighting. So
Sure.
that works for me. It'll go then.
Opens the
Thanks.
hole, put it in the hole. With all the other shit you guys have collected that I have no idea what's in there.
Do you want to add that, or should I leave it? In my
Leave it in your
inventory?
inventory for now, and then you guys can have a discussion about it.
I'll just put a note.
Because maybe Cross will get back and be like, I don't give a fuck about it. Well, that's their choice. So yeah. What are you guys doing? You having a short rest? Is there anyone
Rest.
on watch?
Yes.
All right. Roll me a perception check, please. And
we're just doing a short rest, right?
yeah, but you're in a very hostile place, so it'll just be one person on watch while you're having a short rest.
Is there any reason why we're not doing a long rest?
Do we need a long rest?
This is a very hostile place.
What time of day is it?
You can try and long rest here. You don't know what time of day it is. It's very hard to ascertain.
I feel fine. It's probably not time for a long rest yet.
You've probably been awake for 3 hours, 4 hours at this point.
Oh, okay.
My perception is a 10.
Okay. Keep that in mind.
So what do we gain from a short rest?
Some people gain stuff back, spells and such.
I'm getting quite a lot back.
You
Warlocks
just hit
with
the
it.
short rest button. Magna, and it'll tell you. what
You can use your hit dice if you've been wounded to heal.
I forget how many is it maximum you're allowed to use?
Depends on your level. Yeah.
Is it up to half or?
Sure.
So you get
rest.
back up to half on a long rest. You can spend as many as you want.
Yeah. One or more hit dice at the end of the short rest up to the maximum number of hit dice equal to the character's level, I believe.
Sorry. So they. Is there anything with hit dice? Like once I've used them, I don't have them available for a later.
You're just
thing,
getting
or-
back on a long rest.
They're only used for healing during a short rest.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you
okay.
get them back when you have a long rest.
Yeah.
So
One last question. Sorry. On D&D Beyond, if I go short rest, I have 4 hit dice available as barbarian, 3 as fighter.
yeah,
Now it
it's
allows me
just
to
one
tick
per
off
level.
everything.
Yeah, if you want to use them all just to heal your hit points, you can.
Between classes, you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter which class. Hit dice is a hit dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, technically, it does, right? Because it depends on the
It matters for
HP.
him because
Yeah,
his barbarians are D12s,
Yeah.
his fighters are D10s.
yeah, yeah.
So
Correct,
they're the
Torino.
one to use.
Okay. Sorry, did that roll? No.
You just calculate it automatically, right? I don't know. I've never actually done hit dice on D&D Beyond myself, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, I did
I would
short.
just roll manually. That's what I do. Where'd my water go? What's
Yeah, you
left?
can just roll them in with your physical dice, Magna, and then just add it. It's just your hit dice and then add your constitution modifier. So if you're using the barbarian ones, it's a D12. If you're using the fighter ones, it's a D10, and just add your constitution to each one. And that's how much you heal for, I believe. It's been a while since I've done hit dice stuff. Hey, Sig, what up, buddy? 50 months. Thank you so much.
Oh, damn.
Love you, buddy. I don't have notifications up when we're doing D&D, so apologies, but I saw you, man. All right. I would say about 15 minutes halfway into your short rest, you hear chimes and bells in the distance, and you know that signals badness. And louder and louder, the large footsteps get closer and closer and closer. Need everyone to roll
Just over
stealth
here.
checks
It'll be
for
fine.
me.
Sure.
22.
Am I asleep? Am I resting?
No, resting is just like you sat at a campfire.
Okay.
Oh, I got a net one.
Ooh.
I got
What,
15.
what was your total?
Yes,
3.
give me your total, but yeah, that one does kind of influence it a little bit. So yeah, Rune got a 1. What's your total?
A little bit.
Rune?
3, I think he said.
3. Romeo, what'd you get?
What did I get? Sorry, I called it out and then I threw my dice away.
Chat, what did Magna get?
I think it was 7.
7. Okay. Keys?
22.
22. Okay. Karias plus 11.
Jesus.
Shit. Velia rolled a natural 1. Okay.
Oh, no. Oh,
You
no.
start hearing loud ass footsteps coming and grunting sounds. What are you all doing?
All right.
This is about halfway into your short rest, so
Oh my god.
I'll have let you use your hit die at this point because you've already rolled it out and sorted it. But yeah. What are you doing?
Staying silent is what I'm doing.
I'm
Cry is
staying
like
put and not moving.
because you roll a natural 1 and Velia also rolled a natural 1. It's just happens that Velia came up to you, Rune, to say something to you, and like the panels you've leant against the door just and you all hear this grunting sound outside. Are you still up there, Akis? Or
Yeah, I'm still up there.
so yeah, you clearly see out of the window this fucking monstrosity of a colossal abomination just like looking your direction as he heard the sound. And Velia's like, we should go probably right now. What are you guys doing?
The ladder.
Out the window?
If we could go out the window.
Okay.
Where does the ladder go?
We
Down.
don't know, but we're going out.
All right, fine.
I need you to do. You're not flying a key, so I need you to do an athletics over this that's already broken.
Oh, I forgot that. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Is
everyone.
that athletics or acrobatics?
It's both either for you. Yeah,
Either. Okay.
you're kind of a bit decked out. This is a metal ladder, so I'll let you all get up.
Do we need to roll
20.
anything? Like,
I'd say you've pointed it out because you've been up there, Bromir, a little bit, but like put yourself to the top of the ladder for me. But you have to go up one by one. If you're going up like duo, then yeah, you'll have to roll. So let me know what you're doing.
yeah, 1 by 1's fine.
Can't get Velia up there for some reason. There you go. She's fine. She's up there.
Oh.
What did you get for your athletics and acrobatics?
20.
Okay, yeah, you good. You jump over the broken bit that Bomber fell through, and you're at the window. You see down. You see it like he's leant up awkwardly to stone, but leads down to like the riverfront. And now you see this thing just start smashing its way through the buildings. Big bits of wall and flunk just. I deleted the floor by accident. You get the idea. He's like freaking smashing his way through the building.
Yeah, I'm getting out of this fucking window.
Well, it's not an active combat situation, but I want everyone to roll initiative just so we see how fast you guys get out of here. I'm gonna throw the combat music up a little bit as well.
7.
Because I like being poisoned. Versus disadvantage if you're poisoned.
Yeah, if you disadvantage if you not on ability. Is
It's an ability check.
Is
Because Jack
it?
of all trades applies to it.
Yeah, because you add your ability modifier, so yeah, technically.
Because I like pain.
Oh my god, that thing is insane looking.
So
Patchwork.
25 to 20. Okay, 20 to 15.
I
Good
got
roll
7.
for Billy.
Bromia, 17. Yeah, can you roll for Velia and Karaya for me, please? Shall I roll for Karaya because I've got it up. Karaya's got a 15.
Philia's a 14.
Velia's 14. Keith, Rune, what did you get?
7.
6.
Keith.
Bring it up the rear. Oh yeah.
Okay. Let me roll for big boy. Whew, okay. Okay. Bromir, what are you doing? You just made it to the
Go
top
ahead,
of the
the
ladder.
ladder.
Oh yeah, you're at the ladder. You're pushing
Yeah.
past the Keith. He's blocking the ladder at the moment. He's right at the start of the ladder. I'd say you can trade past him, but yeah.
I mean, yeah. I have no problem with him going down the ladder first, but
It takes a little bit of your action, but you get him to the bottom of the ladder, I would say, and then he follows you down. You slide down it.
yeah.
That's your go. Karaya, she's going to try and do some acrobatic shit and walk on the outside of here. I think that's what Karaya would do. She has good acrobatics. Let's not fuck it up.
Famous last words.
She has a +7. She's got 15 total, which is pretty naff, but she's at disadvantage because of poison, but still. 15 is not bad. She starts walking on the outside, but she's a little bit slower because she's taking her time. I'm going to put her here for now. She's kind of walking on this outside beam. Anira rushes over to here. And Akis, what are you doing?
Getting the fuck out of this building. Climbing down the ladder.
As you go, the thing smashes through the front door here. And it's like got a weird tentacle hand that reaches up. Rune, you're up.
I'm going to cast blindness on the creature.
Blindness, okay. What's the saving throw?
It's a con save, which means he's probably going to succeed. Con
Natural.
15.
Let me get the thing
One,
here. Oh no, Got a 24.
Yeah, fuck you.
Jesus.
And I jump out the window.
Okay, roll me a athletics or acrobatics check.
Let's see what's higher. It doesn't matter because I have disadvantage, right? Athletics. So 12 or net 20. So 12.
Well, it's pretty decent. Still, so you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you just jumped from a 2-story floor. You're not using the ladder. This sucks for an era, man. Bromir, it's your go.
Yeah. So sorry, what's going on with it here?
Anira's the only one that's not come down yet. You see Karaya, she's walking on the outside of the beam, but she's not far from you guys. So Karaya's like here on this beam that's like stuck out. She came out of this window. Anira's like just got to the top of the ladder, but the big thing like pushed through the building.
Yeah. Damn. I guess I'm gonna try and run across. Oh, don't do that. I'm gonna try and run across this plank.
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Seems sturdy enough for now. That's. You can probably use your full movement to get to the end of it if you're double dashing, so that's fine. That's your go. Karaya's go. She's gonna make another acrobatics check to take a jump. Oh. Oh no.
That's when she falls in the sludge.
I'll let you use your reaction rune
Yeah.
and do a dex to try and save her because she's like tiptoes are on the edge here.
Reach out my arm.
Roll me a dex save to see if you can catch her. The DC is 14.
Jesus.
I'd say this is not a disadvantage, just a straight roll. See if Rune is quick enough to catch her.
That's off the desk. So I rolled a 9, and athletics is +3, so 12.
Karaya falls into the river.
No, Karaya.
Fuck.
Well, this is bad. We didn't complete the short rest either, did we? So
You didn't complete.
Back.
You didn't get your spell slots back. I'll let you get your hit dice back. Yeah, no spell slots. It is the creature's go.
What have you done, Apollos?
Well, I mean,
This poison's gonna be the death of me.
Poison's rub, man. This area's fuck.
Yeah.
at least she's close to the tip of the tower. Maybe she swim to it.
Because she's close to it, she needs to do a saving throw first, which she fails.
This is why we need you here, Karaya.
No, this is not Karaya. This is Anira.
Nero.
What
Yeah.
do I have to fix this?
Someone roll me. I just need to get Anira's strength up. I need a strength saving throw or an athletics check with a nearest stat. I'll let Sophie, you can roll this. I'll tell you what your plus is. 1 second. So +4. Roll a d20 +4 for me.
Sorry, I was muted. It's 22.
22. You see
She's not
Bromir
poisoned, is she?
through the window. you see that this big thing just wraps its hand around her and yanks her forward, but she like cuts it off, and she is like turned to fight it. It's going to that was part of its attack. Yeah. Takes. Okay. You see that it tried to grab her, failed, and she shrugs it off, and then it just like slams her twice, knocking like the floor out, and she falls down inside the building,
Oh, Christ.
but holding her grounded. It's like really strong. You don't know the severity of the attacks, but yeah. That ladder is like no more. It's kind of like this entire floor is just demolished.
The ladder that we used to get down.
Yeah, it's gone. I can't click on it right now, but the ladder's gone. And Cryer busts to the surface of the water, and it's just like this tar stuff on her that she's just trying to get off as she starts like slowly moving down. It is pretty slow and not as fast as a normal river. With that, Velia. What does Velia have? The spell wise.
Velia, you do have 4 speeds.
What for? Throw it, Karaya?
Throw it through the window at the thing behind us.
I could try. Do you instruct her to throw one of those beads? She doesn't really have anything that can help Karaya.
Yeah. Might as
Okay.
well.
Shh.
Let her throw it at the wall. So that-
She'll use a bead of force, 60 feet. It won't work. She would know that. This creature's larger than 10 foot. So it can't seal it.
Can she poke a hole in the wall with one of them?
It's just force damage. Where is V? Oh, I didn't move her initially. I can throw it at the wall and try and make a hole. I don't know if that's the wise idea. Fuck it, if that's what you're telling me to do, I'm gonna do it. Roll me Bromir 5d4 force damage, please. The wall is already damaged.
5d4s?
5d4s, yeah. If you get 15 points of damage, no, 5d4, no. If you get 10
4
points of
total.
damage, the wall will come down. And there'll be a hole.
Total. 11,
Yeah.
15.
So the bottom half of this wall's crumbled now. You can see through it. And you just see a Nera on the floor, like fighting off this thing. But she looks hurt already. And Velia's just going to be like, yeah, I'm backing up. After throwing that, I need to... Can someone mark down to get rid of a bead of force from Velia's backpack, please? She has 3. She should have been out of 2.
That wasn't just
Put
a
it in the
dark
Discord.
I don't think I can deduct one out of it.
Yeah, you should be able to as a DM.
Put it in the Discord.
I'll do it after, but yeah, I'll remember. Perfect. With that, it's Akisa's go, and then Rune's go. Okay.
I could do something, but she needs to catch it. And I don't want to get too close to this thing. Fuck it. I'm gonna... I mean, I don't know if I should let this person die or not. Because they've been kind of a dick.
What are you doing?
I forget her name. What's her name? The paladin lady?
Anira.
Anira. I'm gonna scream at her to catch something,
Okay.
and I'm gonna throw a vial towards her for her to catch, and I tell her to drink it. God, I hate that I'm wasting this. I don't want to say what it is before it, like, she gets it or not.
Okay.
I would just say I throw a potion of something at her and I tell her to drink it.
Well, she's currently prone. So, and she's... Rune, roll me a d20. A flat d20. If she rolls a 14 or above, I would say she catches it.
Okay. She rolled a 4.
That's such a waste.
Cry, roll me a d20. If it's anything lower than a 15, the potion smashes on the floor. If not, it's next to her on the floor.
Just a straight d20?
Just a straight d20.
I rolled a 4.
It smashes on the floor.
I don't even want to tell people what that was that just got broken. Because that is... I've been saving that item for a very long time, and it's gone now.
What was it?
A potion of invisibility.
Oof. Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm assuming that was my action to throw that.
Yeah, it would be action to throw it, yeah.
How fucked up does she look on the floor? Like, how bad?
She's got like a massive dent in her armor. On one, like around one of her arms. And she's blooded already.
Oh, this
You know,
thing
you know she's strong. But yeah, it landed 2 big hits on her and pushed her through the floor.
I'm gonna move over this way. Oh, not falling. I'm not falling in. I'm not falling in.
Okay.
I'm gonna move
The
over
River's
this
the
way.
real boss.
Oh god, I just fell for the floor now.
Yeah, how do you get out of there?
Like there on the edge.
If you drop, I can get you out one sec. No, I can't. Fuck. I'm just gonna spawn spare party members in. Hey, what's up? See you later, everyone.
I'm working on it.
No, it's, oh my god. Oh
There, now
no.
can you pull him up through the floor?
I have to target him. Oh, I got him. I got him. One sec.
Yeah. Now you can just fight the monster one-on-one.
Okay, yeah. Where are you moving?
Moving over here to the edge.
Okay.
I don't want to flip myself just in case I fall over again.
We'll put you there, and then we know you're on the edge. There we go.
And I'm just gonna wait there for a second.
Okay.
It's gonna be my turn.
All this was just a really significant failed stealth check. Oof. Rune, you're up. What are you doing?
I'm gonna finish not dying, and then I'm gonna bring out, get some rope out of my bag.
Yep.
And I'm going to, I'm gonna toss the rope down to, got the name's Kraya.
Right.
Say catch, and then I'm gonna run the rope over to Romir,
Okay.
because I suck at holding on to things.
I need you to roll me a d20, please. You don't add anything, no, because there's just 3 of you on this piece of wood right now.
17.
You're fine. The wood holds. Let's your go. Romeo, you're up.
Help me, Romir! Help me!
Did she grab the rope yet?
I'd say Cry's just grabbed it, yeah. But she's not had a turn to do anything. She's just grabbed
Okay,
it.
so I'm gonna sort of come off the brick part.
Yeah.
And make my way down to the water's edge.
Oh, with the rope.
God. Oh, you got the rope.
No, I need your help.
I'm gonna try and grab a hold of her arm as she's
Okay.
being pulled up.
Roll me a dexterity check.
14.
14. Karaya grabs your arm and on the rope on the other arm. So she's got your arm on one hand and the rope on the other hand. That's probably your full movement, but you get a... Yeah, she's like half waist in the water, not floating down. Next turn, you'll be able to... Both you and Rune will be able to fully pull her out.
No.
There she'll go. It is actually Karaya's go now, so she will help pull herself out and just get her up to shore. Akis, roll me 5d10 acid damage, and this is how much poison the acid damage Karaya took from being in the
5d10.
5d10.
Man,
Roll low.
Oh, I'm so sorry if
Yeah.
it's killed you.
roll some ones.
Oh no, I rolled a couple of 10s, 9s. 37.
Ooh.
Okay. Karaya is still alive.
That was 2 9s, a 10, a 5, and a 4.
Ouch.
She is very injured though. Like most of her flesh on her like her legs have like eroded. It is Velia's go. She's just gonna walk further back up here. She's gonna cast. Fuck, it's touch. Fuck. I didn't have it. She doesn't have any spells prepared that can help.
Does she have illusion spells?
She has a hypnotic pattern.
Doesn't have,
She's gonna try and cast the hypnotic pattern. 120 feet, so she's in range. DC 15. Wait, let me just have a check what the DC is. Akish, you're up after this, but I need to do the creature's turn. Actually, and then the nearest turn, but then you're up. What's the not hit pattern? DC saving throw? Wisdom 15. The creature rolled a 9. Let me see what it has. Plus to wisdom. Oh. Yeah. 19. It succeeds.
It has a 10 to its wisdom?
Anira takes a go to stand up. She just yells at you all, run. And yeah, she's just gonna try and fight it. She knows at this point she probably can't get away. You see like a radiant beam come down as she lays into it. There's a chunk. One of its like tendrils flies off. And now it's the creature's go.
oh no.
It's going to use one of its legendary actions, and you see that tentacle just regrow and reform almost instantly. And
Oh my god.
I need East and Anira to do a dexterity saving throw for me.
I'm so far away from it though.
You're about 30 feet, right?
Oh no, I failed.
What's Anira's dex save?
Oh, so Anira's dex is
If you want me
plus
to do it.
2? Yeah.
This is
7.
10.
She fails. You both take 38 points of acid damage.
38 acid.
38 points of acid damage as this acid just vomits all over it.
I'm down.
You're down.
You down?
I'm down.
Fuck. Anira can't get to you. She is going to lay on hands herself as part of her go. You see like kind of an arm heal. But you've seen this before because you fought against her. But you know that's like a one-trick pony. Bromir, you'll go. Innit? No, you... Yeah.
Death save.
Yeah, you need to do death save, and then it's Rune and Bromir together.
All right, who needs to do that?
Akis
Oh,
needs to do a
failed.
death save.
Fail. 5.
Okay, it's one fail.
Rune, can you get to a keys and stabilize
I'm
him?
going to drop the rope, and I'm going to run back and cast Healing Word at 2nd level.
Okay, roll for it.
That's good. So 6 plus however much it is. So 10 points of healing.
Okay, you're up, Akis. You could probably move back a
Jesus,
little bit.
and
Probably still got
I
a
have an-
10-foot of
I have an
movement.
action still.
Yep. Yeah, because that's your bonus action, correct?
How far away is Anira?
Anira's about 30 feet from you.
I'm going to cast command. I'm going to scream at her to run.
What's the saving throw?
Wisdom, DC 15.
She rolled an 8. Let me pull up her wisdom stat block. 1 sec.
I'm dead.
You're not dead, you're up. You just got healed. Why did you just say I'm dead?
Because I'm gonna die. Like, I'm foreshadowing. Like,
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. Your benefactor's here. He'll save you.
He's not dead.
She has a
Not
+3,
dead.
so she fails. So
On
she
her
is
next
commanded.
turn, she has to run.
Okay. Bromir, what are you doing? Cry is straight after you, so Cry will just do whatever you do. Because she is so fucked up when we're on leave.
Yeah.
And I'm not holding the rope anymore.
Yeah. Can I, rather than run back up and then across the board, can I just try and jump up onto this plank?
You can try. You know the plank's not super safe, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna run up here.
Okay. Cry will follow you. With that, Akisa Sugar. And then Rune.
I would have been knocked prone, right, when I went unconscious?
Yeah.
So that's half my movement to get up. Which leaves me with 12 foot of movement.
12? That's a bit random.
Yeah, I've 25 movement,
Okay.
and then halved.
We'll just say it goes to
Standing up.
15 because it goes into 5s.
15,
But yeah. You can probably get to
I
here.
have to run. So that'll be my movement to get to there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I dash to like get away from this thing.
Yep.
How far along would I get? With a
25?
foot?
Probably like here. All right, Rune, your go. Oh, you muted, buddy.
Have we cycled all the way around?
It's Rune and then it's Bromir and the thing. Bromir and the thing go kind of at the same this time.
Wait, didn't I go?
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
went.
you went. The thing went, did its vomit, and then.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, it's Anira's go. I forgot Anira.
Yeah.
Anira is commanded to run, so she will do so. It will get an attack of opportunity on her.
Oh, I missed. God damn.
Goodness.
25 hits.
Oh no.
She takes 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sorry,
Luckily,
what?
21 points of bludgeoning damage. It just attacks her. She moves out.
Yeah.
But she did just heal herself, so she's still up. And that's 30 foot, so she can probably get to about there if she's following the same route you guys are. Oh, don't want to fall in there. Yeah, she moves about there with a dash. She looks annoyed at you, Rune, almost. Yeah.
Yell at me later.
Now it's Rune's go, and then Bromi's.
I'll reach out to Anira and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay.
Oh, that's a shitty roll. 15 points of healing. And I'm going to dash off this plank.
Well, that was your action, so you just do normal movement. Yeah, it'll probably get you back to the end, yeah. It's the creatures go. Bromia's go.
How-
You go at the
how-
same time, but yeah.
How fast is it? Is each turn? 10 seconds?
Yeah, roughly 10 seconds for everyone, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Well, sorry, the creature has to go first, yeah?
No, you guys go at the same-ish time, so
Okay.
what are you doing?
That Sovereign Glue, was that actually when Velia was going through everything
Yeah, she identified it. You know what it is.
and what it does?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm wondering. I kind of want to get over here, and once everyone's gotten past, I'm going to put a charge of the...
It only has one
Blue?
charge left in it. But yeah.
Oh. Damn.
It had one dose. You want to use it?
If you don't want to use it, I have something planned.
Okay. Well, it's only one charge. I probably would not use it if it was just one.
Yeah, I did say earlier. Sorry, it would just do no charge.
Yeah.
I
let me
rolled for it.
Just this. Okay.
Okay. It's gonna.
Wait, isn't it supposed to have like a 1d6 plus 1?
Is it 1d6 plus 1 on the thing?
Yeah.
If then it's got
1d6
2.
plus 1.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, then you know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'm gonna run over and I'm gonna drop 1 charge worth. It
Okay.
covers one foot, and it takes a minute to set,
Mm-hmm.
and then whatever's attached to it is attached to it. Right?
That's 10 turns.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if it follows us, my goal is to keep it as on that spot for
For
as
10
long as-
rounds. Okay. Have you actually used it? You prepared it?
What do I have to do to prepare?
Just mark a charge off. That's what I was gonna make sure.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Good to know. Let's I don't know if I can draw on this. I'll do.
Oh god.
It's a squiggly all over the place.
That's where you put it.
Yep, he's put the glue
Oh,
right
no.
there. It is his turn. It will spend its attacks smashing through the building. I don't know if I can't seem to highlight this building.
Wait,
Right click it, you might be able to.
6 turns, not 10, right?
I need to read the item again. I can't remember.
It's 1 minute to set.
1 minute,
10 turns.
10 turns. Yeah. 10, yeah, you said 10 seconds a turn earlier. It's not. It's
Yeah, but
6.
not that.
Sorry.
Cool.
Okay. It's gonna take me ages to delete this because it's all made out of little bits. But for flavor, it uses its attacks. It smashes through the door. It's right behind Anira again, but it doesn't have any attacks.
No.
I'm going to lock it and
If you want, I can move it and then you can lock it whenever it's ready.
no, I can just drag it like this.
Okay.
Makes sense. Because it's just cumbersome. Oh, Anira, no.
He's eating her.
Oh god, I don't know where she is. It is Karaya's go. Karaya's just in full-blown survival mode because she's on 5 hit points. And she is just booking it. Double dash. We'll probably get her up here. Velia says, are we really gonna fight this thing? And casts Melf. Actually, she's gonna
Set up
cast.
the tabs.
Takes
Oh no, that's 10 minutes, right? Yeah. It's even worse.
no, it's 1 minute.
That's still 10 turns.
Yeah, but your glue's 10 turns. Do you want us to start setting the 10 up?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if we
No,
can keep
we
this
need-
fucking thing away from her.
Yeah.
She's gonna take a dash action to get the vantage point up here, I think.
It's like, I'm just saying, that's a very small piece of wood and that's a very heavy monster.
Oh yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it over this wood, but we'll see.
Get off this wood. Otherwise, I'm going to be a catapult.
It's Anira's turn. I will let Rune roll a d20. It is in Anira's nature to protect as part of her order. And it's a very grim situation right now. She will take your hint and flee if you roll over a 15 on a d20. Don't add anything.
I rolled an 8.
She's gonna follow her nature and she's gonna try and defend you guys as you make your getaway.
God damn it.
She just looks at you and smiles and she's like, I got this. And she just like
Yes, I could.
smashes her and like smashes her chest to you, like in sign of respect, and then just goes, let me roll some damage and a hit. Okay.
You said this had a high wisdom? Like it's
It's got a high of lot of stats.
Plus 10.
is
Yeah.
it
I
intelligent?
could.
You don't know if it's intelligent or not.
You want to barter with it?
She puts another smite into it, rains down on it. She's also probably gonna cast. Yeah, why not? She's gonna turn unholy. Wisdom saving throw. If he rolls a natural one, you know. No, it succeeded. So go. We're up to a Keys and then Rune.
I really want to try and help this person, but at the same time, this thing fucking hurts.
Yeah.
Where would 25 foot away get me?
Like here? Like 30-ish
High
feet?
ground?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Rune should be safe. Trust me, it's gonna be fine. Just don't fall.
Just don't fall. I mean, he's already over the most bit, to be honest.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at like you're like on most of the fallen tower, so you should be fine.
What are you casting,
So- All right. So where the wooden panel plank
Yeah.
touches where this abomination creature is, I'm gonna fire two. I'll just blast off at that point to try and break the wood.
Okay. Roll me to hit. It's a DC. Its armor class is 12 probably because it's quite an easy target. It's stationary. It's a bit of wood. Just curving it past people.
So a 17 and an 8.
Okay, one hits.
7 points of damage.
Yeah, it's a plank of wood. It breaks. I'll roll a dexterity saving throw for Anira. You can roll one for yourself, Rune, but your DC is only like 8 because you're already up there.
I'm still gonna fail. Nope, I'm good. 21.
You good?
Yep.
Don't tell me she falls in the acid. Oh no.
Natural 7.
You know what? I tried. They keep pulling me back. There's nothing I can do with that. Although I guess the rope is still down there.
The rope is like burned away in the acid.
I was
I'm
just
not gonna
thinking
lie.
like self-perseverance, like it's either that or it tries to come across and potentially.
Rune, it sure
kills us
go.
anyway.
Of course it is.
At the end of my turn, I'm just gonna scream at Rune. Call that fucking divine fuck here now!
Fuck it.
Rune's just like, fuck it.
All right, I am going to point at the giant monstrosity,
Okay.
and I'm just going to say goodbye, and I'm going to cast banishment at it.
Okay, what's the saving throw?
See if it takes. It's charisma.
Okay. DC?
Doesn't seem very charismatic.
Yeah, DC 15.
Okay.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, sorry, I got a 20.
Of course you did.
This thing is a very
Why
strong
would I
boy.
expect anything else?
It also has advantage because magical resistance.
No, fuck
This is
you. I'm gonna go
very.
jump in the water.
This is
All right.
a hard
I
boy.
I take a step back and I try to jump across the. I take a couple steps back and I try to jump across the room.
Yeah, he's jumping from hard ground to hard ground. It's like 5 foot. You can do that.
Yeah, you don't need to jump over the glue. It takes a minute to set.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Romir, what are you doing?
Turn, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's how's our our friend looking? Anira.
You don't know.
Here.
She fell under the water.
She made her bed.
She made her bed. She was gonna essentially go down heroically fighting this thing, and now she's just in a vat of acid. Like,
He's betrayed her.
He's killed her.
it's the most
Yeah.
unheroic death ever. Oh, she's got quite a bit of hit points left. We'll see if she can get out.
Ah.
I tried my hardest. It wasn't enough.
What are you doing, Romeo?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's not much I can do. I guess I'll ready a
Running attack.
attack. Yeah. Two-handed attack. I'll let out a barbaric scream of rage. Not raging yet, but you know what I mean. Just like ah.
Hell
go.
yeah. Okay. It's the creature's go. There's no enemies right next to it.
Anymore.
I'm gonna roll a general intelligence to see what it's gonna do.
Just to get an opportunity of attack when Anira fell
No,
away.
not when it's like forced like that. It rolled a 6. Just a flat d20. It is quite intelligent, but it knows it's immune to acid. It knows this is acid, but it doesn't know how deep it is. You hear it look at you, and it just goes and just slowly turns to walk away. It's Anira's go. Roll me a dex saving throw, Sophie. +2 to see if she can climb out.
Please.
All right.
I'm so.
Will it kill her?
I'm going to be
or-
fully transparent now. She has 35 hit points remaining.
Pretty decent, all things considered.
So I rolled a 19, and you said +2.
Yeah? So she gets out.
Yeah, 21.
Who's going to roll the damage for me?
I'll do it. I like rolling damage.
It's 5d10.
You've
I feel like-
done enough, Akis.
I
Yeah,
feel like it.
roll better than last
Right.
time. Yeah.
Say 5d10.
And she has 35 hit points left.
God.
Roll low.
I can't see
I
your
have to
rolls,
roll
to be
low.
fair.
Oh, I rolled high, I think.
34.
Oh,
She's on 1 hit point.
Magic
Oh my God.
pixel.
She's literally on 1 hit point. You see, like, all of her arm is kind of just rotted and acided away down to, like, near the bone. And she's just, like, one hand, Anakin Skywalker, just pulling herself up. How's her go? Velia's up there, Karaya's up there. We'll just go down out of kind of initiative order now. What are you guys doing? As this monstrosity just lumbers away, chuckling.
One sec, I'm just trying to see if I can do something to like. I don't know if she's still got like the acid and shit on her, so I don't know if prestidigitation will get rid of it.
I'd say it cleans
weird.
her up. Yeah, yeah. It's like gloopy, but it's not actively burning her as much.
I'm just gonna cast that on her to like try and get rid of everything that's on her.
Okay. You're just helping drag her up, yeah, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'm just helping drag her back.
I don't even know where Mini is.
I also feel like I'm about to get punched.
I'm gonna see if she noticed it was you that broke the thing. I don't know. She rolled really low. She has no idea you're the one that broke it. So, what are you guys doing? Just to wrap up
Think
this
she-
session.
Where's the
I
tent
got-
being cast?
She's Velia's gonna cast it up here in the top of this tower.
Just get up in that tower.
Progress.
Flop over and collapse.
I dump a third level cure wounds into an era
Okay.
if she will allow it.
She doesn't really have much choice. She's on 1 hit point. Spooked up.
That is the shittiest roll. I got 10 lousy hit points for a third level spell.
Hey, it all helps. At least the arm's not hanging off now, so
Yeah.
What are the numbers I rolled on?
So everyone can roll me a perception check as you kind of see this lumbering beast lumbering back off. Heavy foot stomps, the house kind of demolished that you found all these goodies in. It's just kind of, you hear its gurgling laugh into the background.
13.
So on her damage, what were we rolling again? Sorry,
Perception check.
Perception.
perception. 16.
Rune, Romeo, what you guys get?
I had a 13.
13.
Same.
Akish, you do notice off into the distance now that you've got like a little bit of height. You do see a glowing bit of yellow, probably about 2 miles off, deep into the city, where the pull's kind of feeling you too. I will say that there's probably another route off this little island here, not back the way over the bridge, but like goes over here as well. So you're not just kind of stranded on an island in acid vats. But it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to get back over there. But I think that is where we'll wrap up tonight's session. God damn. You guys got
On her damage, I rolled a 7, an 8, a 1, an 8, and a 10.
God damn.
He really wanted to kill her.
Holy.
Jeez, dude.
Nah, these things hurt. Especially this one, because it's in the city. The other one that you saw at the tree was kind of a smaller thing of this, but this one's a big dude. A big dude. So yeah. You escaped. Luckily. It was tense. It was good. And we'll join next session, which I think we have penciled in. I forgot already. June 4th. For now. And we'll see where you all end up. But no, great session, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm going to run my outro. I'm going to run my outro, and then I'll stick around for a little bit to chat to you guys if you're still around. If not, that's all good.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back from your vacation.
From Japan, man. Yeah, it was really, really good. Yeah. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. Thank you guys for playing, as always. It was awesome. Super tense, and we found some more magical goodies at least. So we'll see if you can work your way to the center of this cracked out city next session. But yeah, thank you so much for playing. I'll be back soon. I'm just going to run the outro. Bye-bye.
Bye.